Well,
that caught me by surprise. Like, I normally am like some kind of lead up, some kind of build up, and I'm
yeah,
like,
Simon didn't talk. He didn't talk. I didn't hear welcome to the tech. I'm very lost.
I will say I appreciate ain't nothing but an IT thing, baby. This fucking print nightmare got me going crazy, right? Like, yeah, no, okay, we're gonna skip that. Anyway, what's up, my brother? How you doing today?
I don't know how I'm doing right now. I'm sort of trying to catch up to this. I'm lost. I'm doing great. I would say great job, Simon, because that was pretty freaking badass. Anytime you can put some gangster rap involved in stuff we do, I am a fan. Bear Pong Champion knows me, just so we're all clear. Just saying.
See, now you're doing the beer pong champion stuff at the shows, but I haven't been there yet. So you can't claim championship if you haven't taken on the king.
It's probably best if you don't come, because then you'll feel bad, and then we'll have to pay extra. And we got rid of telecounseling. We don't have that anymore. We got rid of that. So,
Yeah. Listen, you're being very rude. This show is not about you. It's not about me. It's about hanging out with our family here in the audience. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tech Bar, episode 23. We missed you. We know it's been a minute. We had some unprecedented changes going on in our personal lives, so we had to reschedule a little bit. And thankfully, our guest was very accommodating, and we appreciate it. So we missed you. Very glad to have you. And without much further ado, why don't we get our special guest here? We have some internet royalty today.
That he is. Actually, he has more YouTube subscribers than we do, and we're going to work on that. Yes, I mean, if we want to, I'm in no rush, because I feel like once he gets on, then we don't have anything to say anymore. Like, we're going to be like, second string, right? Oh God,
this is how you know people. This is how you know our family knows us and loves us. We already got Isaac pointing out the very, very, very limited edition Tech Bar tank tops and what that might mean for the show. We're not going to say it yet. We're not going to say what's going on. We are going to bring up our special guest. It's not Simon, just kidding.
He was like, I'm special. Did you see his look? He's like, it's me.
We are going to welcome the very special Tom Lawrence of Lawrence Technology Services. What's up, my friend? How you doing?
I am doing great. The usual stuff, fixing printers and all that has been taxing. I watched my staff. They were really sweating over it. Like, it looks hard.
It's nice to be able to step back, take a drink, and just watch them go be productive. So,
Yeah.
So for those very few that don't know who you are, Sean and I are going to get off the stage. We're going to give you the full frontal. I don't know. We need a better way to describe it. Yeah, time to work on that. So,
the full frontal. We haven't even started drinking.
So, yeah, we haven't even started drinking yet. Well, we have to go hard now, because we have a series of challenges later on, which Sean and I have already determined that we're going to be made to look like little girls. It's not going to be pretty. There may be snot. There may be sweat. And then we'll start the challenge, and maybe that'll get bad too. But for now, we realized very early on that when we have a guest, we want to give them a few seconds of professionalism to introduce themselves, and it's best if we do that before the drinking. So Sean and I are going to get off. You have the stage, sir. Please tell everybody.
All right. I am Tom Lawrence of Lawrence Systems. I own an IT services company. We also are an MSP. So the story goes, started a long time ago, got a little gray hair. About 25 years now, I've been working in tech. So actually, yes, my first tech job was in 1995, working on AIX systems and all the fun IBM world. So bringing it all forward around 2003-ish, late 2003, I started my IT services company after leaving corporate. And then we'll jump ahead, so I'm not going to take too much time on this, but around 2015 or 2016, someone asked me a silly question like, hey, can you put this on YouTube? And what they were referring to is I was doing a lot of public speaking. I'm kind of one of those open source crazy people. I just refer to myself as an open source advocate, preaching Linux, because I've worked in Linux and Unix for a long time. But when I was doing talks at these events, people said, well, can this be put on YouTube? And it turns out there was an audience for that. And so I started putting more and more things on YouTube. And here we are in 2021, a few 100,000 subscribers. And I think right now it's about 1.3 million unique viewers hit my channel every 90 days. Because not everybody subscribes, because a lot of them are tutorials. So you end up with this weird, not everyone subscribe, but a lot of people watch these. Basically what I do is I just put together a lot of different tutorials and talk about the products and tools that I use, and kind of the goal is to level up the community and teach more people a lot of things. And this is, was my goal back when I did public speaking and things like that. So that's kind of what brought me to YouTube. Other little facets of my business is, the standard IT MSP type of work, but we also do a lot of consulting. So we have our regular local clients that we still have, but then we actually deliver a lot of our services globally. Me and my team consult on the same things that we talk about on our channel. So, it's fun things like, well, I say fun, I enjoy building enterprise storage servers or designing open source hypervisor systems and things like that. This is some of the challenges out there in the market and looking at innovative ways to solve them. So we have one side of the house is doing consulting work. The other side of the house is making a lot of YouTube videos. And the YouTube videos are kind of a collection of random things. Sometimes I'm reviewing actual tools we use in the MSP. You can find, matter of fact, if anyone's ever looked up, like my friends over at Huntress Labs, they're my friends now, but I reviewed their product when we first started using it, and I did a video on it, or videos I've done on some of the tool stack that we use as SolarWinds. I think there's a need in the community for us to share a lot more information. So yeah, I just want to be part of that and level everything up and have some fun in between. I think that's a short enough intro.
Nice. And I apologize because I know you're not really used to being by yourself on a live YouTube audience.
Honestly, I forgot we were even involved. I was just watching.
Yeah,
I was sitting there and I'm going through your YouTube channel and I'm like, yeah, I saw that video and I saw that video. I swear I started watching a video while you were talking. Not that you're not interested in engaging. It was just like this inception moment. Like I was in a white
you're
van.
curious, like what's that video about?
Yeah, I was watching your. I was enamored. I was looking directly into your eyes as you spoke.
So yeah, I mean, welcome to the bar. This is the tech bar. I don't know if you were able to do any research on us. I know we've been talking for a while, but if you did any research on the tech bar, but the whole point of this is hanging out after the shows at the bar with your friends, right? This is the stuff, like, honestly, this is the part that I missed. Not Sean's. Sean, you want to take a second to describe? It's just so blinding.
What? Yeah, thank you, Geraldo Rivera. I appreciate you noticing good taste. This is the summer edition of America. It is a full romper.
Yeah, Cass, you gotta see this romper he's wearing. My wife's off to the side here. He has a 4th of July romper.
Oh, awesome.
Why the leg? Why the sock straps? Hi, wife.
Hi, wife. Is that enough? I just put sandals on because I figure if I'm going to act like a middle-aged white guy, I have to wear the sandals with the socks. That's all. And
I love it.
I mean, the hat. I mean, I'm like ready for America. I'm celebrating.
You're actually our good friend Sandy, our reporter in the northern lands, pointed out today is Canada Day, by the way.
You guys aren't even allowed out of the country, so it doesn't even count.
That is so true. So, one of our guys works over in Toronto, and we like to fly people in for events and stuff for IT Expo, and he can't leave the country. Like, he couldn't, come hang out with us, poor guy. So Sean is celebrating Canada Day, for those of you that don't know.
That I am. I actually have Canadian underwear on.
Is it made of maple bacon?
Ooh.
Well, Nikki is here for later, so yes.
All right, Simon, get us back on track, man. What are we doing here?
By the way, Nikki's behind me saying, yeah, she's going to tap it for syrup. That's what she just said.
All right, guys. So this is a drinking podcast. So why don't we go over what we're drinking for tonight? Tom, would you like to share what you're drinking tonight?
Well, she's going to have to answer the question on what this is. My wife brewed this. And I don't know what it is.
It's golden ale.
Golden ale. So this is something she just brewed. Just finished. The brewing process started several weeks ago.
A month ago.
A month ago?
Yeah.
I don't know how long it takes. It takes until it's done. But then I have something rather unique, which is the True North vodka, Chipotle vodka to be more specific. So this is some pretty cool stuff here. They take and make a spicy vodka. So that way, everything I do from top to bottom has some level of capsaicin in it because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Yeah.
Wow.
My God.
That is pretty phenomenal. And my good friend Sean, what are you drinking today, man?
Well, I'm going to start with Pepto-Bismol because yes, I mean, it's on my screen. Hello. But I'm also doing Bluebird single malt whiskey. Okay.
Ooh.
And I'm going to drink Yingling Golden Pilsner because I'm triple fisting, but usually I double fist. So there you have it.
I have Yingling in the fridge.
Yingling's wonderful.
I don't like the lager. It's just a lager. I don't like that flavor of it, but I love the golden. If you have not had the golden Pilsner, it's actually very good.
Yeah, I had that the other day.
It's nice, right? It's a light drink.
Mm-hmm.
I love Sandy's comment. You're mixing that Pepto with your Metamucil.
Yeah, Sandy. You know what, Sandy? I know you're lonely in Canada. You and Keith can talk about random things like the Cowboys are good. Yes, Chaz, I'm going to cry.
So I was going to, we all know I love my bourbons, and I was absolutely all ready to do bourbons. And I think tonight we had planned a Basil Hayden. So I was down to crack the bottle. However, I too am, I'm doing a 2021 vintage Pepto for today's show. As well.
That's a good year. That's a good year.
Yeah, it is. As well as a metric crap ton of Guinness. So
Guinness will help cut the heat a little.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. And just so you know, just so you guys know, like how completely out of our element we are. This is what Tom shared earlier. Tom recommended all the hot sauces we're doing today. And it wasn't even just this. That was what'd you call it? Your trophy shelf? Yeah,
that's the trophy shelf behind us.
That's ridiculous.
Because we call it the firewall.
Have a trophy shelf. You have to have your own fridge full of hot sauces. Yes. So yeah, we may not last the show. Tom, you may have to take over. I don't want to keep person to Tom, your wife.
Our ratings will be so much. Our ratings will be so much better.
This is Tom. What's your name?
Oh, Cass.
Yep.
Cass. Very nice to meet you, and welcome to the show. We love you here.
Actually, Tom and Cass are going to be making their way back to Pittsburgh sometime soon.
Yes,
we already started making plans.
We love Pittsburgh.
One of my favorite places we've gone so far.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Whenever you're ready. I mean, I'm right here. I mean, it is the greatest city in the world with all the steps.
Did you know that Pittsburgh has the most steps of anywhere that anybody cares about? So
Sean's
trying
to be fun.
It's city slabs,
right?
It's not like Frisco where you're like, yeah, the hills, and you go crazy in the car. No, like Sean's trying to get me to come to Pittsburgh, and he's like, look at these pictures of all these steps we have.
That's not how that went.
Like steps.
That's not even how that went.
Bridges.
Right?
We have the most bridges. Yes, we have the most bridges. Yes,
okay.
That was the conversation. Was the bridges and how cool it was. And then we were just talking about people working out in the city, how they just run the city steps. And there's a challenge for it. Out of everything, it was a 45-minute conversation about why he should come. And the only thing he picked up was a lot of steps he doesn't want to walk.
and Sandy's comment, I thought they had the most roads leading away from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but we all stop at the Canadian border because we can't get in, so we go back home.
Yep.
See, if you said the most bridges or beautiful bridges and stuff, I would have been in. And then you could have surprised me with steps. But yeah. Anyway. Okay. Time to get us back on track, man. What's going on here?
Here we go.
So we do have some rules at the bar. So I'll go ahead and pull them up. And Tom, why don't you go ahead and read the first 3 for us?
All right. The bartenders are always right. No politics or religion at the bar. Put that Jesus candle away.
It's already lit.
All right, too late. If you hear the words, you drink. Namaste? What?
Namaste.
And the new norm.
There you go.
It's namaste, by the way. You obviously don't do yoga. You do hot sauces, not yoga.
Bad with words. Words are hard.
And so the last 3 sports are actually, why don't you, since you're our unprecedented guest, why don't you read the last 3 for us?
Okay. Number 4, sports are on 24/7. Number 5, What happens at the bar stays at the bar. I like that one.
Yep.
And
It's
number 6, if the bartender is wrong, see rule number 1.
Correct.
There you go.
Correct.
And those are the rules those are the rules of the show. Real easy, just get a lot of drinking and have fun and
Perfect.
zoom
Easy
in
enough.
and zoom out.
I watched
One
a
day
couple
we will get
episodes.
this image right.
I was excited because I think you guys got a good thing going here. You really get it is something I like. Too many people try to, I don't know, do the wrong thing on YouTube or try to make it all about some type of marketing. It is about having fun. People want to see people interacting, talking, enjoying themselves. That brings a better audience and things like that. That's so I think you guys get it. So
That's we agree.
It's all
Matter of
about-
fact, half of our employees are on here watching this and commenting because it's like family time now. They
Yeah.
they want to know what's going to happen next with us, and they get to laugh at us tomorrow morning when we do our morning meeting.
Yeah, that happens quite a bit. No, but and that's why I appreciate you so much because you get it. You're all about the community, right? It's not just how can I sell and how can I market. It's just how can I be part of the community? How can I share some of my knowledge? How can I show off this really cool stuff, right? Like I was watching your the Cat 5 extenders you were doing yesterday or the other day from Microtik. That was cool as hell. And I was like, okay, I could see some uses for that. But it's just sharing the cool stuff. And, I love it.
If you come at it from that angle, it works out so much better because so many people go, hey, I went on YouTube and I told people I'm the best cybersecurity person in the world, but they didn't hire me. I'm like, did you give them anything helpful? Did you suggest a better way to do something? And, it's that you got to start with wanting to give back to the community with nothing in return. And it doesn't just apply to YouTube. That's just something you think about. Give out real, hey, help with this or suggest this idea. And people go, that person, they gave me this cool idea. I want help with that idea, implementing it. I'll give them a call or not, whatever. Don't worry about it. Just get out there and do something cool.
That's awesome.
Exactly. So look at this Cat 5 extenders. You don't just use a cat. So go watch the video. I'm not going to give it away, but it's this little adapter. It does you can extend PoE and you can go beyond the 300-foot limit. Legally, not like sometimes we do anyway. And it's it's 350, whatever.
I just want to point out, even Cloudy's saying namaste because we suck right now.
So we can't drink though until we do the toast, Mr. Lardo.
Then shut your face and let's get to it.
Oh,
all right, Simon, let's go, bro. All right. So as we all raise our glasses, we will say, here's to the present and to hell with the past, health to the future. Okay. And joy to the last. Namaste, my friends.
Namaste.
Did you show them what I bought?
Mhm.
And actually, I'm going to go ahead and go off script a little bit here real quick. I think we have one more. Sean, could you do this other toast for me, please, if you don't mind?
Sure. May you be blessed with joy, love, and light, just like the way you bring the same into all our lives. Happy birthday, Nikki. Even though Simon's messaging me and it showed up right below, and she still didn't see it. The team's message popped up. So Nikki's birthday is at midnight.
Awesome.
27 and a half. 27 and a half years young. Well, Nikki, Tom and Cass, they're going to be coming up to hang out with us.
I'd love it.
Yeah. We'll
Hey,
come
Joe.
out to Pittsburgh, visit some of the bars down there, have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
Walk a lot
Are
of
you going to
steps.
go check out some stairs? I'm just curious, if you guys are going to hit some stairs.
They're not.
I'm tough on
We're-
stairs.
Wait, really? After I told you what happened at the flight.
Oh yeah, so I heard Nikki had some really good time at the airport. There was maybe a little bit of an adventure there that there was you needed a map because somebody got lost.
So listen, what's that thing called? I used to be a flight attendant. Not the tarmac, the gate.
No,
that
the
pops
gate,
up.
the actual, the bridge.
Well-
when you got the gate, we got the plane rather. Yes.
I fell there, and it was like a yard sale. My purse flew. My shoe was 5 feet ahead of me.
I just felt her hit the back of my legs. I felt her at the back of my legs. I knew it was her. I knew it. But even if she wouldn't have touched me, I would have known it was her anyway. And everybody in the hallway was like, "Oh, are you okay?" And
Sean's just like she does this all the time.
I was like, "It happens. We're good." I was like, "Come on, rub some dirt on it." Yeah, that was after she got lost in the airport, also from the bathroom to the bar, and then cried at the bar.
It all looks the same.
It does not. It doesn't look. I mean, it was right on the. Literally, it was right around the bend. The restaurant or the bar, which is the biggest bar in the area.
Mhm.
Which, by the way, it's the biggest one. And yeah, it's literally 20 feet from the bathroom. And
Can we
it's on the same wall.
That's
with
embarrassing.
probably the best the best comment of the night so far? Bars and stairs. It must be a 12-step program. That was downright unprecedented.
Yeah,
there you go.
That one.
Thanks for that. She goes at Pittsburgh Flip. He's funny. Who is Pittsburgh Flip?
I haven't the slightest clue.
I don't know either, but he has a great logo. I mean, that's the great logo.
I thought you knew him being Pittsburgh. So he was on my live stream. So hey, I tweeted this in all of my social channels too. So hopefully a few people followed over. So
I'm sure. I can only imagine. Why is Keith such a dick?
Maybe because he knows you. Maybe.
And why can't he spell anything? He's the smartest, most illiterate man ever in the history of the smartest, non-grammar, non-spelling people ever. Here you go. There it is. He is defiantly Russian. Not definitely, but defiantly. That's right.
That's a good way to be defiantly Russian.
Anyway, all right. So you guys have to do, right? All right. So we're going to eat hot ass wings shortly, which I think Simon actually pulled up something for me to actually show. So he said, hold on. Not doing it yet.
Yeah, let Simon do his job. Do you have this problem, Tom? Do you because your stuff is pre-recorded, right? Or you do some live stream sometimes?
No, I do. I do live streams 2 a week usually. One's my channel, and the other one is a podcast. We do a live stream. So this is my third live stream today.
Nice. Wow. Okay. So do you produce your own stuff, or do you have somebody else putting up
I do all the
handling
production.
the background? You do all the
I'm too much of a control freak, and I have a particular way I always want it done. So rarely does anyone else pull the levers.
So if you look at the original episodes of this from last June, July, or July and on, for a few months, it was this well-oiled machine. And then one day by mistake, I gave Sean admin access to StreamYard.
And it's been going great ever since.
Yeah.
No. So wait, you're saying the first episodes were well-oiled machines?
They were well-oiled machines. Yes.
The only
6 hour
well-oiled was inside. Yeah, that was so well-oiled. They were in a garage. They were in their parents' basement with a sheet behind them. And then eventually they got to go behind the sheet to get more booze out of the refrigerator behind the sheet as they sat in their lawn chairs. And this went on for 4.5 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, they drank a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle and God knows what else. I don't even know what we were even talking about at some point. I just stopped involving myself because I was pretty hammered. I just was like, okay, guys. And they just went on for hours. So it
was actually pretty damn amazing. It was a beautiful thing. It was
well-oiled.
It was a well-oiled machine.
Actually,
and it was our pilot episode. It was our very first tech bar.
Nikki said I'm a pit crew, like NASCAR pit crew.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I'm cool with that.
I can see that. Okay. So you're saying we need tech bar overalls or jumpsuits.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
With the really good name tag on it, the one that's stitched in, that sticks out like a half.
Do we get a kids version for anybody to?
We'll be making youth sizes.
Oh, poor Simon. Poor Simon. I don't know why he comes back week after week. It's a beautiful thing. So speaking of beautiful things, I just saw something in my in the green room. I will let Simon say it because I don't want to get blamed for being, too much of a fanboy and, being in love. Go ahead, Simon.
One proper introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my dad, Tony Francisco of Cloud Plus.
Oh, God.
Welcome. Welcome to the bar.
What are you saying?
Oh, I like him.
I like him.
I love you guys.
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Good. Oh,
hey, look at me. I fixed my hair for this.
I did. I actually removed the bruising from my face this morning.
Were you getting beaten up by a little girl again, or what happened?
No,
Two little girls.
Old balls.
Oh, I will admit there was some of that as well. Chelsea Lugo, F you. Like she destroyed me. Like literal girl. This is not a joke. I mean, she's the real deal though, and she manhandled me, and she laughed and laughed the entire time.
Hold on, Tom. Are you familiar with what Tony's talking about by chance?
I'm lost.
So, you eat spicy stuff and you do technical stuff and you have hobbies. You ride your motorcycle, like
Yeah.
that stuff. Tony elects to roll around with old men with leotards on and spandex.
First
in a
off,
ring.
we don't have leotards. It's as much skin as possible.
Hey, I don't yuck on other people's yums. I mean, you know.
I love that Tony starts off. So you watch his videos, and Tony starts off. And he'll live stream. He's more than happy to show you this live, right? Tony will start off. I don't know where he just went, but okay, yes, he will start off with full gi, like ready to go, and 2 seconds later, the shirt's completely open. I mean, it's basically softcore porn. It is like him rolling around with dudes. It's missing the music. That's basically it.
Oh.
And can we call out this already? I'm going to lose my girlfriend to this man's voice.
Yeah, he comes on. He goes, hey,
Hey,
I love you all so much. Thank you for having me.
how are you doing?
Do you
How
have
you
any?
doing?
Do you have any burly old men that I can?
Yeah, lift the finger with the eyebrow.
Yeah, you gotta do the eyebrows. Although, go ahead and do that. No, you gotta lick them and point
Oh,
them.
I gotta.
Like Ray does on a regular
He
basis.
has an eyebrow thing, so it's like
Here goes the eyebrows. There they are.
Oh my lord.
How, like, some people reply, they have entire threads of memes, and you're like, do you have a folder of memes that literally address everything? My question to
Who's the
you is,
Nacho Libre?
do you have a folder of massively, like, just the weirdest pictures? Like, how do you have a Nacho Libre mask?
Dude, I'm El Ambassadoro.
that's he went to Mexico and got this and started addressing everybody in Mexico as El Ambassador.
I told me
It's so awesome.
But did he see it?
Oh, and now I have and Nikki bought me my Ambassadoro mug. So it's a Scotch mug. El Ambassadoro. And so now I'm known. I take care of my people in Mexico. Your people. Your people in Mexico.
My people. Yes, my people. So full circle, Tom. I practice a sport called Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I've been doing it for
Also known as cuddling.
it's also known as it's aggressive yoga. It's folding your clothes with you still in it. Okay. There's a variety of but the tease is that you have to be in order to practice this, and you're going to hear references to these numbers literally throughout the show forever. You have to be 13 to 17% gay to do it, because you're rolling around with other guys and there's no escaping that reality. So now,
Wait, what's the reality exactly that you have to come to terms with? I'm just really curious.
As 33%, there's a point where you just you accept parts of other people in parts near your parts that should not be there. And then soon you start to realize that you, off the top of your head, can decide what the percentage of men that are circumcised are just from sheer.
Actually, I just verified that percentage on Google, and it's higher.
Tom, I should probably ask, who are you with, Tom? I should probably ask that.
Oh, my wife.
Hello, wife.
Yeah.
Hello.
Cass.
Going off.
Cassie?
Cass.
Just Cass.
Cass, I'm glad to make you laugh in a knee-jerk reaction at my expense. It's a pleasure to be here.
I appreciate it as well.
If you're anything
strongly
like
recommend Tom, if you have not seen Tony, follow Tony. Besides being the owner of a phenomenal cloud services company that's just amazing when it comes to automation, he's just an all-around good guy, as well as sits on the channel development advisory committee with me on CompTIA. So I this is what, my second or third time this week seeing Tony. But you're not. This is also the second time this week I see you not wearing a tank top.
This is weird. I'm not gonna lie. This is really weird. Like, this is
weird.
I was running around going, do I wear the tank top? Do I have the shirt on with like the breakaway shirt with the tank top? I mean, how do
this
Breakaway
tank top
shirt would really make it.
four in existence.
I mean,
there
Tom,
are four of these in existence. These were made.
Tom is
for
in his
Tony.
normal attire. I'm very confused because Tom's in his normal attire. So I see Tom. Ray has his guns out, like he's literally flexing before we got on.
you need a permit for those things, man? Like, that is
They got their own park. He has a parking spot at the office for them. So, and then you don't have, and then you have like a full shirt on. It's weird.
It is bizarre.
I mean, I feel like Tom and I are the only ones that are regular dressed.
I had a meeting before this. I actually had what's that called? Work. It's killing my social life.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
If you want to talk about dress, here's the beautiful part. I'm talking to Jonathan Crow over at Ninja in one of our chats, and he says, "Oh, I think you should get this for Sean, right, for an event that we're going to come up with." And I'm not going to say what because I'm not going to give it away. I'll tell you offline, Tom. You posted something on Twitter this week that was on the money for something we're going to be doing soon. But Jonathan says he posts an Amazon link, and it's that big T-Rex suit that you have.
Already have it.
And yeah, that was the comment. It was like, yeah, Sean actually already has this, and he has a unicorn suit.
And a unicorn. Yes.
Yeah, I literally have no other friends I could say have this shit when like this crazy stuff comes up.
I just I'm a collector. Tom collects hot sauces.
Yeah.
Ray, you collect random gadgets and technology things that nobody ever really needs. Tony collects.
Are you going to say you don't need a lightsaber? Are you out of your mind?
No, that's how I'm counting lightsabers. There's a lot of other stuff. You have a bunch of other. Please, is that all you have?
You don't
have
have
so much
3D
shit.
printed limes for your friends in the Netherlands? Like, come on, dude.
Ray, I know something you don't have.
Oh,
What?
Taxidermy mice dressed up as Star Wars characters.
That
true.
is true. I do not have any taxidermy Han and Leia. Yeah.
Do you want to see?
Yeah. Show me yours. I'll show you mine. And suddenly that's how we get to 34%, just so you know.
Yeah.
I was just about to point out you are on the precipice of joining a jiu-jitsu gym in some way, shape, or form right there, just by saying that.
And there you go.
You almost you can see it, right? You can see, I love you. I know. Like you can see it like right there.
Yeah.
Why are you still dating your brother? Stop that. I'm not. He's not my brother. He is your brother.
So besides,
Tom, let's get back
Tom.
Tom and Cass,
Cass,
because they're so quiet, and right now he's going to have a restraining order against one of us. But you can't.
Well, he gets his payback in a few minutes, which is actually the reason you're here. Did you know that? So we didn't invite you on to bring the sexiness up. We didn't invite you on to make me feel inferior about my voice. We brought you on
to choke
because we
someone out.
needed an impartial. So we needed an impartial judge for a challenge we're doing.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah,
This isn't even a challenge.
I'm going to give you some names. I'm not going to tell you what the challenge is. I'm going to give you some names, and you tell me what you think these products are. I have Dirty Dicks. I have Steve-O's for your butthole. I have The Last Dab. And I have a bottle of Valentina, and then I have the last one is Lethal Gator. What product do you think this is, Tony?
This is a PG show, right?
Never been a PG show.
All of them scream lubricant.
That's what I'm, and that's it. We're going to be trying different lubricants on different prophylactics.
Or your
Absolutely.
Gator hammock.
Oh
yeah. So these and many others. This is Tom Lawrence's thing. He likes to get shit like gallons of hot sauce, like a madman, and and so we're gonna have a hot sauce taste off on this show.
I'm nervously trying to open my Pepto's Bisbal and I can't get it to open. It's something so
nervously.
I'm like,
no, we're not even kidding. We're not even kidding.
Nikki's like, I've got a thing of milk and I've got a bucket.
Yes, I bought an extra gallon of milk today because I know I'm going to need it, and I have a big trash can.
Yeah, if I move slightly to the left and see me squat down a little bit, I'm just saying because I'm not losing.
I'll just start now, getting ready.
Simon,
do you have this obsession with hot sauce as well, or just Tom?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't have an obsession with Tom either.
Okay,
or just Tom has it. Yeah. No,
apparently Ray does too. Ray now is in a menage with Tony and Tom. Hi, Tony and Tom.
I'm in love. Tony and Tom. It's a TT sandwich. I love it.
I'm okay with that.
My two bros. You're the bread, I'm the meat.
So, Cass, I need to ask you, right? Because your husband is, he's YouTube royalty, right? Do you ever watch his stuff, or
Nope.
you just like completely?
She
My
has
wife
no
doesn't
idea
watch
what I
it
do.
either.
When she can't
My
sleep.
mother-in-law watches.
She does.
My daughter watches. But I can't get my wife to watch anything. Now, my son, my 8-year-old, loves this, right? He's like, my dad's on YouTube. Like, that's the coolest thing since sliced bread. But like, my wife couldn't care less. She's like, oh, you did another one of these.
No, I don't watch it. Every so often, I'll jump on one of his live streams and be like, "Hey, pick up some milk on your way home." just to be that asshole. I mean, it's just I have to.
That's awesome.
And my son has been banned from my Discord because he trolls. So he's 14, so he loves that his dad's on YouTube. And then sometimes I have to drop the ban hammer on him because he will troll everybody.
Nice.
It's fun. If he figures out I'm on a live stream, game on. You'll see.
Oh man!
Speaking of devil, there's
my mom. There's my mother-in-law right there. Hey, mom.
I'm confused why you said hi to Ray first. It's usually me. I don't understand what's going.
You know why?
I can change.
I had to go, and my mother loves Sean too. For the record, it's my mother and my mother-in-law both love Sean. So, but I had to go to my mother-in-law's house and be like, "Mom, he's like, you can't say hi to Sean before me. Like, I married your daughter. Like, what the hell?"
That's all the more reason to say hi to me first, because your daughter won't even say hi to me first.
She likes me. I'm just,
but
but unprecedented. Raise your glass.
Yeah, it's time to start drinking.
My son puts his pizza order in, so that we
supposed to drink.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my son. Let's say he puts his pizza order in my live stream. Hey, since I got your attention, like grab a pizza on the way home.
That's awesome. I'm waiting for that day where like my wife and my kid comes on and be like starts putting in orders. Now my daughter's watching this. My 21-year-old's watching this. So thank you, Mom. Thank you. No, I'm not going to put the other one. I'm going to put this.
You made her feel so bad that she had to make sure she said that so you don't feel so bad. Because enough drinks, you'll be back in the closet tonight crying, and we can't have that.
Look at Peter. My significant other's fallen asleep to Tom before. The ubiquity stuff really does it for her. Let me show you this sector antenna. I mean, if it works,
Tom wonders why I sleep so much.
So if you're really tired, you're like,
the gear come to the office, you're like, sweet nap time. All right.
So if you can't fall asleep, you're like, hey, can you just get back on YouTube real quick?
Can I just petition now? Like, Tony, can you read me bedtime stories? Like, I'll just put my phone next to me.
Good point.
I'll say tonight was an amazing night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is going to be better.
Wow. Right? Those affirmations. That's what I'm looking for.
I always feel like tomorrow's going to be better.
All right. So, Simon, this shit has gone off the rails. You have a job, sir. What's going on?
So we do have some special list of sauces prepared, and I believe everyone in this call except for Tony has some chicken wings ready. So Tony will be our third host in case that we can't talk. And we have
Simon's doing this with us, by the way.
So disclaimer: I suck. I'm really bad with hot stuff. So if I don't come back in the middle of the episode, now you guys know I'll be in the ER.
So all right, I have to go get my place ready.
Hold on. Chaz is saying Tony should do a live reading of Go the Fuck to Sleep. I would listen to that book. I'm just saying right now. Like Good Night Moon, Good Night Stars, Go the Fuck to Sleep. I would listen to that.
Good night, all of you. Now go the fuck to sleep.
We need to put that out as like ringtones or something.
Yeah, it just looks better when it's like
perfect. It's hard to do, but
that's okay.
Right.
You need a glass for your.
So
Here, grab a glass from here.
no, I just want beer.
what sauce are we doing first? I know Sean's getting
Grab another glass for beer.
the shrimp ready.
The first sauce that we'll be doing today will be the Valentina sauce.
Okay. And we're not going to do this without Sean. I'm just trying to move things along here.
Yep.
Right. Tom, I don't know if you want to give, I know that you know about these sauces. If you want to give a little bit of background.
You recommended all of these, right? Like,
Yeah.
So.
This, do you guys get the normal, the extra hot? I'm okay if you guys just got the normal. I do have the extra hot because you build up your immunity to the normal.
Over to you.
Because the
Like
extra
the way
hot wing,
Tom's like casually, like, do you guys get the stuff that removes the paint? Do you start with that first, or do you go into the one that creates an anatomical deconstruction of your internal organs? Which one do you start with? And do you
He's
balance
like,
out with
I
a
go
red
to the
wine?
Circus of the Sun
Like a
for
Pinot?
winter vacation. Like, now for the record, I did ask him. I go, "Do you have a line?" He said there is a line that he does back off from. So
extracts. That's the line. Once it gets into the extracts, but this one, there's no line. This stuff is just. Come on! I just try not to make a mess
I
because.
got you a fork.
Oh, I got a fork.
Oh God, what is that one? Which one are we doing here?
we're doing Valentina,
Valentino.
and I'm doing 4 drops on this, Sean. I'm not funking out. This is
I love
stuff.
that.
This one's not bad. This one's okay.
4 drops.
Okay. Yeah.
4 drops. Tom literally just squirted it across.
I know.
Put some in
He's
his
like-
mouth after.
Oh yeah.
And Ray's flexing with 4 drops. 4.
Oh.
That's not 3. That's 4 drops.
Listen,
You know,
I
the
agree.
movie's coming out, right? I got the new Thor movie coming out.
please excuse
Love
Nikki
and
and I
Thunder.
while we have a moment candlelight dinner with Jesus in the front.
Nick,
So-
are you doing this? Is Nikki
But
doing
Simon,
it too?
there's rules to this, right? There's
Yeah.
a point system. You
So-
want to describe it?
So this is not just eating contest. This is actually a challenge between Ray and Sean and myself. But I'm probably gonna lose, so I'm not gonna include myself. So the rules are simple. You guys have water or milk or whatever you're drinking. If you guys take a drink, the other team gets a point.
I don't even have any milk with me. I made it a point not to have milk right now. It's
Okay.
downstairs. So
Oh,
'cause I'm
I have
putting my
milk.
face on.
Okay.
Wait, you said beer was okay. You had said beer was okay.
Beer makes
Yeah.
it worse.
I mean,
And if you
alcohol
run
is
to the
okay.
bathroom, you're automatically disqualified.
I think
So
the,
wait,
the Guinness will help break it up.
Okay, you ready? You're already eating yours.
We already ate ours, dude.
Okay, I made mine.
A little more. I love this one.
Yeah, it's good.
That was a good flavor. Good call.
Yeah.
You know, I'm add a little more to it. Hey Ray, how's this?
That's a staple. That's why we have such a big bottle. That is perfect with breakfast, with eggs, or
Oh, yeah.
it spices it up, gives you a
So
little
good.
I
It's
love
more
that.
sweet than it is spicy. You know, it's nice.
low on the sauce scale, low on the heat scale.
All right.
Okay.
So we had the play school version. Let me
That
grab
was level 1.
I highly recommend it if you're barbecuing. Put it across some chicken, and when you got it on the grill, put it on there, let it dry on there. Oh, it's
Oh yeah.
amazing.
yeah,
I would
that's
like
good.
to hear Nikki's feedback and Sean's feedback here. The feedback is go Canada. Okay, cool.
I love the sweetness.
Mhm.
It's not hot at all, actually.
No, it's nice.
So I can drink my beer. It doesn't count against me, correct?
Yeah.
Because this is.
I mean, if you
drinking-
need to drink beer now, I mean,
I
if
don't need.
kind of-
I want
if
to
that's
drink
what you're
beer.
leading with, I mean, sure, you know.
I don't need to drink beer. I want to drink beer. There's a difference.
Well, if you say one of the trigger words, then you need to drink.
Correct. So
Right, like if somebody
Like
said
namaste?
like the new norm, like
yes,
you would have to.
and then I also follow out, and I'll raise that with a namaste.
There you go. Now you got to drink.
Yep.
All right, what are we doing next, Sean? Simon.
So that was level 1. The next one, it's actually called Dirty Dicks. So you guys are gonna have dirty dicks in your mouth.
That's
I
a good
love
Thursday.
dirty
I'm
dicks.
just
So
saying.
that's funny because Tony was like, "That was earlier today. Practice."
Just
What's
we'll-
not uncommon about that? And I have no idea.
He's like, "That comes in a bottle, man.
yeah.
You have to unwrap it."
So how many Scoville units is this, Simon? What is Sam?
Not
Simon
many, but
Reynolds?
we got plenty of dirty dicks on here. It's a sweeter sauce. It's good.
Yeah, it's much sweeter.
Wait, this
Should I
went
make
from
sense?
300 to 21,000.
Did you notice that? Did you notice that? Like I'm staring at it, saying, "Do I tell them?"
Right?
So
Like-
we went from 31 to 21, or wait.
We went to we went from 300 to 21,000. I think this is Tom. Like like when you're playing pool, he's hustling us. He's like, yeah, the first one's not bad,
Well,
and then the next one, like my balls melt off. Yeah.
here's to being friends with you all. Talk to you never.
Oh, that's not bad at all. It's good.
Mhm.
21,000.
Oh, it's got a little kick in the back. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
The kick comes on the back on that one. It's got the sugar. It makes you go, hey, it's got a little sweetness to it. And then bam.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
you get that dirty dicks right in the back of the throat.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
got you,
That dick gets right in the back of the throat. And
Dirty dick.
Dirty dick. Yeah.
I feel like this is a bad Friday night all of a sudden.
Okay, guys, this is actually hitting me, and that shit is spicy.
Simon, how you doing, dude?
It's spicy.
Is it really?
No,
It's just a little bit of pepper in the back. That's not that bad.
I might have to log off early. Let's just
Look,
say
It's so
I'm gonna get
spicy.
out of the
Tony's crying. It's so spicy for you.
You're
fine.
Simon and I
You're
were
fine.
emailing on the side, and he goes, "I'm not good at spicy either." And I said, "Oh, this is going to be fun to watch. This is going to be
I'll give
fun."
Simon an out. This is the new norm, Simon. I'll give you a quick out.
Oh yeah.
Are you drinking milk? Was that milk? Oh, that was milk. I saw that.
That was
Put
milk.
it on screen. Come on, put it on screen.
it's coffee.
Oh,
Yeah,
With
with a
milk.
I
ton of
don't know
milk.
that coffee is a good idea.
He was like, "I want a coffee, 3/4 creamer."
All right, are you guys ready for the next one? We're stepping up
Uh-huh.
a little bit. The next one will be the lethal gator sauce.
We don't
Sean,
have that.
Yeah,
We don't
you're
have
gonna
that.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do.
But I'll do it. No, I'll do it with. I'll do it.
No,
with Tom.
because then you're gonna call like some cheating. No.
This is number 3 out of 5. I don't mind doing that.
Then I'll do 4 with your 3. What's 4?
No, because we're gonna do 4 together.
I'm gonna do 4 again.
Just do some more dirty dick.
Yeah, there you go. Do more dirty dick. Put dirty dick in your mouth.
Wait, how do
All
I
right,
use
the
it?
lethal gator. How many Scoville is this?
Nikki, that was
By
your
the way-
opportunity, by the way, to say, "Put the dick in your mouth." Let me put the dick in your mouth. This is that extra dirty?
Is that
Lots
70?
of dirty. Like, I love saying something so wildly inappropriate that it makes Cass laugh because she's so quiet the entire time, and then it's like, it's got to be really high in the Scoville level.
I'm actually really not quiet. I have my own podcast called Drunken Confessions.
Oh,
So I'm not quiet. It's just I'm
Oh,
used
that
to
is
Tom.
awesome.
And when Tom and I are together, he does all the talking.
Oh, put the link in the private chat. We'll put it up on the screen.
Right.
Some people listen to it.
That sounds fun.
yeah. Can we be on that right after this?
Mhm.
I was just going to say,
Don, you're missing
there's
out, dude.
so
This
many
Lethal
drunken
Gator's
confessions
good.
on this particular podcast.
We can go right from that to this, just to that rather.
I will tell you, the lethal gator. When you get it, Sean, try it. It's actually my favorite so far of these.
They make I believe they have a few powders. They have a few different variations of it too. And it's a Florida hot sauce. So,
Well, I figured the gator thing,
Yeah.
I like it.
So it's made from bad decisions.
yeah,
Oh, so many
yeah,
decisions.
pretty much.
Wait, I think Simon's back. I see him crying in the. In the green room.
Wait, is he even put him on?
I am fucking sweating. Let's just say that. I am sweating a lot.
I like the way you pull up the camera and he's just like,
Yeah. Let's just say I'm struggling.
That's so funny.
Okay, are you guys ready for the next one?
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's so funny.
The next one will be Steve-O's sauce for your butthole. Hot sauce for your butthole.
So we got angry dicks, and then we got dirty dicks, and then we got sauce for your butthole.
Isn't that, now it's angry dicks apparently now. That's Simon. Simon's the angry dick on this show now. So-
Yeah, it's,
Hold on.
I
This
went
one
heavy
doesn't
on
have a
that.
rating on the Scoville scale.
I recommend a lot.
okay. What is a Scoville count on this one?
it is Scoville, not too hot via YouTube.
What's the number?
It's got chilies in it. Chilies came out of the bottle. It's gonna have some heat.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
but there's an
Simon,
exploding, there's an
Simon, you eating
exploding
this one?
butthole on the end of the scale here. You can clearly see it.
Well,
Stop,
it's
Dad.
good flyful though.
I'm Sean, I'm glad you're listening to that. And here's
Yeah,
what I
that
don't
was
understand. Why is Nikki
Tony
so
knows
quiet?
buttholes. Tony definitely knows buttholes.
Listen,
Because Nikki is crying inside, not
Oh,
because of the heat, but because of sitting next to Sean's outfit.
he
What's
is
wrong with my
in
outfit?
pre-4th of
This has got
July mode.
like a sweet and sour chili sauce.
It's a
flavor
romper.
to it.
Yeah. Like,
It's very good.
see, like I don't think this is spicy at all.
No, that one's not.
If you do,
Nice flavor though.
it catches up with you. Like you do a little bit, and you're like, okay, because you get some of those seeds, and some of those seeds are hotter than the others.
Mhm.
So-
Well, you know how I feel about seeds.
Tell me about it.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hot pepper.
Mhm. This is good.
What? Okay, so I want to get the ruling while we're on here. Blue cheese versus ranch. Tom, Cass, where do you guys stand on the blue cheese versus ranch?
Blue cheese.
My man, my woman. I like that. Tony, where you at on the scale, man?
All blue cheese.
Okay.
And it's got to have the chunks in there. It's got to
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, chunky blue cheese. That's the
Ranch.
best.
Chunky blue cheese.
Ranch? Did you say ranch? Nikki, tell me your. My
Ranch.
wife does ranch too. I can't do it.
That's why your wife's more awesome.
So I will say, 4 bottles into this, I feel better than I thought it was, because I was telling Tom I like hot sauces, but you see I sweat a little bit, whatever. But I was worried that like Tom was going to kill us on air, and this was going to be our last
I
episode.
wanted you to enjoy it. So I did not pick the crazy like espresso sauce and a few other ones that are stupidly hot.
The
that we have.
bomb.
Oh, Da Bomb. Wow, that one is.
That one's not very good.
That one's not even
one's
very good.
Flashbang.
Flashbang.
That
Well,
one's
they don't even do
insane.
that one.
Well,
I
like, that's the thing. Like, I like heat, but like I like heat to enhance the flavor, not just heat for heat's sake. You know what I mean?
I
Well,
chose flavorful hot sauce.
If you can't tell, Simon's very disappointed you did not bring the hotter stuff.
This shit is hot as fuck. I'm glad you did it. 'Cause I was dying.
Are your eyes getting red?
He
They are.
I've
looks
had a
like
rough
he's
day. I've had a rough day.
he looks like he's high right now.
Started doing this.
No.
Simon stopped putting up lower thirds. He stopped putting up comments.
Not even
He's
talking
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh, that's right. I have a job to do. The hot sauce got me. All right.
Oh my God,
are you guys ready?
So Drew Hacksworth, my favorite kung fu master out of MSP Geek, also Florida man with the rest of us. Whatchamacallit, he's actually going to be on. Simon, when is he coming on? In 3 weeks?
July 15th. July 15th.
Simon won't be
Nice.
there. Simon will still be in the hospital.
the Detroit Fire.
They're hard to
Detroit Fire?
find. We had to find ones that they could get.
Oh, okay.
We can always.
Now when you
On the
say
next
flashbang is off the market, that just makes me want it even more. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Why don't we make it on the next episode too? We'll do the hot stuff again with the next guest. Why not? And we'll bring Tom in for a minute. He can
Sure.
take us for a tour, and Simon can.
Actually, we could do a running segment of Tom introducing us to a new hot sauce. I'm just dedicating you to every episode we're going to do ever again. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate you.
Simon is fighting for his life right
Yeah,
now.
if we're doing this in 2 weeks, if we're doing this again in 2 weeks, take this as my 2 weeks notice. I'll just say.
You're gonna flash back to him in the camera, and he's gonna have like paper towels like strapped to his forehead. He's underneath here, sweating, catching all the sweat.
Yeah.
He's
My
struggling.
man.
Oh, Drew said he's down. Good. Congrats. Welcome
All
to
right.
Simon's last couple weeks.
And,
at
and
work.
can we acknowledge Kyle was supposed to be on today, but he's on vacation. But he's on vacation and still watching and still commenting. Like,
That's
he
awesome.
texted me earlier today. He didn't say I'm on vacation, I can't join. He says I'm on vacation, I can't get a good enough signal. Like that was the reason.
Can
No,
we
he
acknowledge that
messaged me.
Nikki's standing to
You're-
open the bottle like she's gonna go? Like
I'm ready for the next.
she's ready for the next
Yeah.
one. Like,
So we actually have the last sauce, which is the spiciest sauce of all.
Well, I thought we were going to do 1 through 4 again, Simon, and then we were going to go to 5.
No, I can't do it. All right. All right, guys. So for the last sauce, we actually have last dab. Yeah, the hot one's last dab.
Wait,
But
this
wait.
is the one where Cass and Tom were like, it's not that bad. It's not the worst I've ever seen. And it's 2 million Scoville.
This one is going from 0 to 60.
It was
Okay.
I did 4 hot sauces full of flavor. This is the one that's going to get you. This
Yeah.
stuff
This
is.
is going to kick my balls.
What was the
This is-
line
I
though?
feel like
You
for
said
this
there was a
one-
line you didn't cross, and what was that line again?
Some of the
Oh.
extracts. The last dab is hot to me, but there are still things beyond this that I really don't always eat.
Well, yeah, like the bomb has extract.
We have
and
Satan's
flashbang,
blood at
Satan's
my
blood.
office. We have the end.
Tony's
Look up a hot sauce
face.
called
Oh,
the
yeah.
end.
Okay.
Like it just
Tony's
shorted
and
out
then
my
Nikki-
my thinking.
Nikki
Like,
looking at this wing. My favorite is Nikki looking at this wing like she's like, do I want to do this or not?
No, I'm like Tommy Boy, like Nikki,
Okay.
Nikki like Wingy. Can we say go?
This
For
comes
this
out.
one,
This is
we
a
might
little
wanna-
watery. This comes out quickly.
Are we
too.
doing a countdown?
We should go ahead and actually take turns on this
Tell it.
one.
okay,
No, let's
Oh,
go
Tyler,
there.
you're
Go
gonna
ahead.
Simon, you go first.
Okay. Sean and Nikki, you guys are on. Go ahead, go first.
All right.
Okay, I put 6 stabs.
Happy birthday to you. Last day on earth.
I just poured it all over. Like this one's completely sauce.
Yeah, I just dipped
I'm
it.
totally judging you right now. By the way,
Mm.
Is this not a very romantic scene right here? Like,
It is.
I'm just saying.
Like Lady and the Tramp.
I should have built
Right?
that. He's romantic.
I'm romantic as fuck. No problem, Simon. You got this one, dude. It's not even that hot.
They're gonna die.
Oh yeah, this one's it.
Okay.
I
So,
should be
Sean,
hitting different.
what will be one word to describe this sauce?
Death.
Fire in the hall.
I love that she goes from one word to like 8.
Yeah.
It counts. Simon, make sure you wash your hands before you go to the bathroom. I'm just warning you now, bro. So I don't like when I worked at the police department.
You watching,
Like,
Nikki?
It's
Okay.
kicking in.
It's kicking
Nice.
It's bad.
When I worked at the police department, we had to do they spray you with the capsaicin, right? And they spray you across the top of the brow, and then you got to keep your eyes open for 30 seconds while it goes down.
That's
well,
good.
of course, as soon as it's done, the urge is to run to the bathroom and wash it off. One guy washed it off and then went to pee and didn't realize that he didn't wash his hands first. The screams that came out of that bathroom that carried that rookie for like the next 10 years. I retired and they were still telling the story of the rookie that grabbed his junk
Nikki's crying.
with OC spray on his freaking hands.
You can look this up because it made its rounds in the U.S. news. There's a place down the street from us called Mally's that does the hat trick challenge.
Oh, yeah.
It's insanely hot, and their wings are insanely hot. And that's what the guy did was he went to the bathroom after eating the wings, and it didn't hit him until he came back out of the bathroom. And to solve the problem, he was grabbing bowls of ranch off people's table and shoving it down his pants. And no one understood why except for him. And it made the news because they're like, there's some guy shoving ranch in his pants because he thought that was a good idea.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. I watched an episode, like what started all this.
Can you,
we watched
can you
an
expand
episode
on
of
Nikki?
Hot
So
One.
you can
Don't
see
do
her?
it, Simon.
Expand on Nikki. She's crying.
It's bad.
Uh-huh.
Is this like when you go to a carnival ride and you see the people that get off before you get on and they're just like crying like before you get on?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm actually
Simon,
scared
you-
of this.
Yeah, no, you got to go next. I don't know if I want Simon to go next or last.
I think
Because I
it's
want
the
him to
last.
build
That's
up
a last. No,
anticipation.
that's a last, and then
We
you can
should
do the
build up to
follow-up
that.
conversation. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who's going next?
Well, Tom and Cass have got to go next. I mean,
Sure.
they're guests.
Make sure I get a little more on
It's
mine.
not even fair though. For them,
Yeah,
it's
we're
like
just
throwing
used
a
to
brick in the Grand Canyon. It's like no.
No, I know.
way.
Like, and realize what I just did to myself. I put them on, and they're going to be fine, and then I'm going to go on. I'm going to cry like a little baby. Like,
It
He's
actually,
not going to be fine.
Well,
It's
you,
re-
or you
it's
then you
really
put Simon
hot.
on first, and you lose like half the production right there. It's gone. Like
Right?
he's-
right. It's
yeah,
really
you got
hot.
Sean
Like,
and me doing this.
I
Yeah,
feel
my
like
tongue is
I feel like my kidneys melting. I'm pretty
It's kicking in.
sure. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be like a fire hydrant later, and this romper is gonna be a difficult thing to come off. It's gonna be the only time I get to wear the
Are you-
romper.
I'm finished.
White and brown, is that the problem?
I mean, there may be blood involved.
Tom-
Luckily, it's red, white, and blue.
Tom keeps eating it.
I know Tom keeps eating.
Tom's like, this isn't a challenge, it's dinner.
It is for him.
Oh yeah.
I'm
All right,
also
so can we
tired.
get your one word to describe this like Satan's asshole that we're eating right now? Like,
Oh, this isn't nowhere near what the other stuff is. You gotta send them the other stuff. You really do.
Nikki
We're
got her
doing
hat
an
on
episode,
backwards.
and I'll bring a kit of like the death.
so, like I have this like now I have this like sick like interest in like you're over in Michigan, right, guys?
yeah, Detroit.
Yeah, I have this sick like interest in going to visit you guys
That's
just so you can be like, that's the one I don't touch, and I'd be like, that's the one I want. That's
Yes.
That's
Well,
it.
what's funny is the pictures he sent you, those were all the ones that he has at his shop. Our fridge is filled with them too.
Yeah. There's a decent amount of them
So it's like
wow.
my friends came over and they're like, how do you guys have so much stuff in your refrigerator? I'm like, no, really look at it. That's his work office. That's his office. But I'm like, no, look at our refrigerator. It's all sauce. There's like
Come on,
very little
Simon.
food in there. It's like
That's
sauce
not
in
his
my beer.
home sauce office. There's home sauce fridge. That's his work sauce fridge.
Right.
Yeah.
He has separate sauce
there.
areas.
Yeah. Oh, that is so good. Those are he tried that once.
Can I just interrupt? All I know is I'm sitting here listening to you guys, and all I hear is rumbling from Nikki's stomach coming out of her mouth.
Well, I think I was buffaloed because the first three like was nothing, and I'm like
Mhm.
pouring it on.
She's sitting there going, "Oh." So I'm just-
So And my favorite thing is like before we started, before the show, like before we got on, Tom sending these pictures in our Discord, and he's like, I got this and I got that. And he's showing like pictures like, yeah, I'm preparing. I'm having some like, what was it? The chip that you were having?
Yeah,
like
the Sakai chips.
Yeah. But they were like XXX heat, whatever.
Ghost pepper.
And meanwhile, Sean and Simon and I were like dreading like coming on. Now, I will say
my picture of my Pepto and milk. I was like, I'm ready too. I got it. I'm ready to go. Oh,
you got to respect anybody that buys hot sauce by the gallon. Like that's mad respect right there.
I have a blueberry habanero sauce I love. I actually have a habanero sauce for pancakes.
Oh, that sounds good.
that sounds really good.
Have you ever gone to the doctor just to see if your tongue is functional? I'm just throwing that out there, and I'm saying that as a friend.
Serious about it.
Like I'm saying that as a friend. I mean, my balls burn just from the story of the guy dumping ranch down his pants. Like you could actually hear. Like I'm surprised you guys. What was that sound? That was they were retracting under my pelvic bone, saying, "Hey, this is not the audience I'd like to be around. There's clearly going to be a problem here. Maybe they should go to the doctor to see if what they're ingesting voluntarily, maybe they don't have the reaction that they should have." I'm just throwing that out as a friend.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
this is coming from the guy that gets. This is coming from the guy that regularly gets teabagged. So if he's saying, listen, take notes.
Listen,
but I think you guys are missing like the look of terror that Simon has. Like, let's get this.
I'm holding it, and it's like I'm making eye contact with it. I do not.
It's like when you're on.
You weren't even doing that. You're doing the fake,
and you're going up. It's like tick, 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 tick.
Simon, when you eat yours, I'll eat a second one when you eat yours. I already put a bunch of sauce on it at the same level. All right, we'll do it together.
All right, we got, and I'm fully sauced here. I'm fully
sauced here. You're gonna die.
I can't wait. This is not a bad way to die. I'm good with that.
Your wife is gonna hate you.
I have to scratch my eye, but I'm scared.
Don't scratch your eye.
Don't scratch your eye. Do not.
That's why I have a fork.
Do not.
She has a fork. That's so smart. We weren't thinking about that.
Ironically, less
I
pain.
don't touch the last stab of my fingers.
No.
Simon, what are you doing? What are you waiting for?
So, hey, Tom.
He's waiting for
and
Ray.
Cass, do you guys like alcoholic beverages with like spicy things?
Yes.
Expand on Ray.
Habanero cider.
Oh my gosh. Like that's my thing. I love like something with a little kick of spice.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to go to the doctor.
There was this wine we had. It had the pepper in it.
Hoe in the Garden.
It was called Hoe in the Garden. It was a Chardonnay with habaneros.
Yeah,
Really?
they soak it, and then they put.
So good.
Then they take it and they soak watermelon with it too for snacks.
That sounds yummy.
We're gonna come to Pittsburgh and enjoy that with you.
Yes, get that when we come down
Yeah.
here.
It's right by Seven Springs. If you were near that way, right off the turnpike, like Donegal exit. That's where they're out by that way. Ray, what are you doing, dude? You drink milk?
He's
Did you
sweating.
drink milk?
Ray is
beer, man.
Ray is sweating. Like he is.
Why are you sweating?
No,
I'm not gonna lie. Like this one kicks.
You're red.
So yeah,
it doesn't mean your logo match now. The red in your logo and the red in your face are
okay. That's making me really scared.
I know you're don't. You got to hold it together for Simon, man. You
so
can't.
hold on. Let me get a fan going here. Let me, no, this one, fuck, it keeps going up.
It's good.
It's good. It tastes really, really good right in the beginning, like for the first 3 or 4 seconds. And then it's like.
And then Hades visits your mouth.
Yes.
It was like
it's
you were
like
gang raped.
I have a glow about me. There you go. Like I have this like, it's like hell took a shit on my tongue. It's like, it's got some meat, man. It's good. I'm not going to punk out.
Why? And your eyes are squinting. That's even better.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, Simon.
I am actually scared.
Dude, right now, you just got off the roller coaster ride. Simon's about to come on board, and you're like, it's good, man. Just get on. And he's like,
yeah, I'm not drinking milk, not because I don't want to, but because I refuse to let Sean beat me. That is it. It's your will.
Well, I'm having a second wing with it.
Okay, Simon, anticipation is killing me.
Okay.
All right, enlarge Simon. Enlarge Simon. Let's go.
Oh yeah, Simon, come on, get in there.
I'm gonna eat my wing with you, dude.
I want to say that I just submitted sick leave for tomorrow. So I won't be coming in. Let's go ahead and do this.
Don't breathe too much.
Make
It
me
makes it
proud,
work.
Simon.
I'm just telling
You
you
got
that.
this.
Here's you, Simon.
Tony, Dad, it was nice knowing you. I'm glad to spend my last moments with you.
Hey,
Here's Simon.
get in there. Get in there. You got this.
That's the look where it's like, okay, this isn't so bad.
Take
Wait
another
for it.
bite. Just
Keep chewing.
own it. Just own it.
5,
That's-
4, 3, 2.
Own it. What's he looking at? You got this. You got this. You got this.
You got it, dude. Don't stop. Don't give up.
You got the
You
next
got
bite.
this.
Never let go, Jack. Never let go.
It's like slowly building up. Okay, I gotta go off camera.
This is
No,
kind
no.
of-
Enlarge, Simon, enlarge your face. We're all going to sit here quietly and just watch you.
Yeah, don't touch your face.
I
Get
really
milk if
don't
you
like
need to,
spicy
Hey,
food.
Simon, really quick. What's
Right.
9 times 8?
I can't think right now.
How's it going? Oh, that's the worst thing you can do is drink that. It's going to make it hotter.
I think I actually did pretty good.
Coffee's good. Coffee's not good.
No.
Give it some time. You're doing better than Ray did.
Maybe I hit the one
Yeah,
that,
right
that was wrong.
How much did you put on your wing?
Did he dab
I
it?
dipped it. I dipped it.
Oh,
Hold on.
I poured a bunch of shit on mine.
Hold on. Let's redo this because I feel like I didn't get the right one.
You're going to do it again? All right. That boy.
Damn, bro.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm probably gonna die for real.
That's an impressive comeback right there.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot as shit, by
Sam,
the
you have
way.
a great future.
I mean, I have to say, like, I think if he doesn't do milk right now, I think Simon wins.
Right?
I vote Simon wins.
Yeah.
Man,
Even though it's dying.
that last wing I just did really is give me some problems now.
Oh, you're getting a little red.
My eyes are starting to water.
Okay, now it's kicking in for real. Like now it's really kicking in.
Yeah, give me some time. It gets worse.
So Tom,
It
It
out of
does get worse. It gets worse for
Like-
like a solid minute.
I'm
Like
trying to.
my tongue is numb. Simon can't speak.
I tried to talk, but I can't. My tongue doesn't work. Tom,
And the OIT and the family, our family in the chat, can't get it together. We have Steven saying spit, Simon spit, and we have Drew saying swallow.
Well, you know which camp each of them are in, all right?
Right? And then we have Kyle saying watch the eyes. I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Don't wait.
no, I can't. No, I can't for real. Tom, out of all these sauces, which is your favorite one out of the five?
I love that he's trying to hold it together.
I am a really big fan of Steve O's hot sauce for your butt. I actually really like that one, but so is Lethal Gator. I go back and forth. She really likes Dirty Dicks. Big fan.
Yeah, shocking.
Actually, no. I think the dirty dicks would be like on ribs or something. Would be like phenomenal.
Yeah.
Or
Yes,
all over
it's
your
like a
Ribs
he-
or chicken.
or all over your
Yes.
face like hot dogs.
But I'll say this the Gator one, I'm gonna put that on my eggs tomorrow. That's phenomenal.
I need like a bucket.
Simon's lips look like Angelina Jolie.
Simon, I got you, bro. Just come over.
Need some Jesus.
You get some Jesus in your life.
That's right.
That's why I brought the Savior with me.
My eyes are actually getting watery.
Yeah.
So I think at this point we're all in agreement. Simon's the clear winner here. Like he went back, he was terrified. Like good job, Simon. I'm proud of you, dude.
And he's making some great faces there.
This is what we do for the tech bar. This is what we do for the bar.
I'll make
Hold on. I will present myself.
This is what we do.
Now, you guys are going to learn something sometime in the near future, and you can look this up. It's called anal taste buds. There's a series of taste buds,
We have those.
and
no.
you're going to learn about them.
I don't think I have taste buds after this.
So wait, Anal. What exactly happens there?
You
Oh
actually
my
have
God.
taste buds in your anus.
Yes, and they spicy is one of the senses they're aware of. They're not full taste buds, but you'll know when you've eaten something like the last dab.
Mhm.
Huh. That's
Yeah.
Are you saying if you go to the bathroom and it burns?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's exactly what he's saying.
You know when you've done too much because there's occasional. My regret doesn't usually come after eating it. It's sometime hours after eating. You're like, oh, this was not a great idea.
Am I the only one that knows about this? Like, I totally know this.
Tom, let me ask you, when does like the burning go away? Because
It takes time. It depends on the person, but it may take about 15, 20 minutes before you'll kind of calm down for it. Some people faster. But yeah.
But also,
I'll see you guys in 15.
I'm gonna make Tom send you guys the worst one I ever had, which was the world's hottest chocolate.
Oh God, the world's hottest
That
chocolate will
one?
destroy you.
That one, out of all the ones I've done, and I can do the last dab, no problem. But the world's hottest chocolate will do me in every time.
Yes.
And the square's like super, super, super tiny.
Yes.
And it seriously, I was sucking on ice cubes for half an hour.
oh my
It won't
God.
Stop killing you. Like the world's
Yeah.
hottest chocolate. I mean, you're talking like a tiny little on the end of my finger. You just dab it in your mouth and you're like, oh, this ain't so. And then you're like, I feel it. And then 30 minutes later, you're still just like hanging over on things going, when's it going to end?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should do a
I-
toast
that got
for,
me
like in
too,
milk,
so it's-
but I will say this was definitely the most unprecedented episode I've ever had. So
Amen.
yeah, man.
Even
Hey,
Jesus.
I'm sorry I couldn't participate, but I
So,
participated.
Pittsburgh Flip said, tell them
We
about
appreciate
fire
it, Tony.
hose. What's fire
What's
hose?
fire hose?
yeah,
I don't know.
Is that what it said? Tell them. I don't have my glasses on. Does
Yeah.
that say hose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fire hose.
Like I got hose in different area codes.
Oh, okay.
it's about the Pittsburgh Fire Department, and he wanted to let us know they also do steps. They are trying to get us to Pittsburgh.
They do. They cross bridges and go up the steps every time. It's a requirement. I like to know about the fire hose.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know anything about it.
Mm.
I Google
Simon's
Pittsburgh
Googling.
fire hose. This is what comes up. I mean,
Now, if you look up Pittsburgh toilet, something different comes up,
Oh
and it's
God,
actually,
no.
Oh, the Pittsburgh toilet is the basement toilet.
Yeah.
yes,
Nobody
yes,
knows
it was
about
a running joke when we were house shopping. I brought it up a few times on my live streams.
why?
that. They don't.
Yes, and we went and we seen some
Why
houses
is
that had
that a thing?
Pittsburgh
Toilets in the
toilets.
middle of nowhere, just right in the middle of the basement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't understand this, but it's like there's a toilet in the basement, but there's nothing else around it.
No
It's just
walls, no sink to wash your hands, just a toilet.
No, it's for
Why
times
would
like
that
when you
be
eat this
a
hot
thing?
stuff. It's when you eat stuff like we did today, and you got to bury a body in the basement.
Oh, see, now this makes sense, right? You can go to the bathroom and then you can wash your clothes because you know you shit your pants after.
Right.
like while you're down there.
Exactly. Or you could just put your whole body in the washing machine also because you probably shit yourself. Like after, because this romper is not going to come off in time.
And look at this freaking Pittsburgh kill room. Like, what is
Yeah.
this?
Pittsburgh dungeon.
That looks comfy. That's a good toilet.
So we actually built a house like in the like 1989, and we have I live in Ohio, but we have a Pittsburgh toilet like off of our laundry room, but there's no walls. It was like a shower curtain, and I always thought it was because our basement wasn't finished.
Yeah.
No, it's just called a Pittsburgh toilet.
It is finished. You have a toilet and you have a washroom. It's
Like
finished.
I just thought
Wait,
it was like
Hold on, this
eventually-
can't be right though. Like you have when the Pittsburgh, sorry, my tongue is still like numb. So like Pittsburgh clip says, when the steel workers and miners came home super dirty, the wives didn't want you in the house. Yeah, but there's no shower. It's
No,
just
there's
a toilet.
Actually, no.
There is a shower there.
A lot of them put shower heads
Yeah,
from the water line from the toilet as well.
no sink.
Yeah.
And there's a shower.
Right
in
where
it.
and you actually shower over the toilet.
I mean, we did that growing up. We had a hose in the backyard, right? So if we were out mudding or we were out doing
Yeah,
whatever,
no, it's not
like,
a
we
hose.
straight down
It's an actual
outside.
shower.
Yeah.
It's an actual shower head. It's
That's like
actually,
a real mud room. Like it's a
But
mud of
that's awesome, though.
You're slinging
all
some mud.
variations of mud.
This makes sense though. Like my
Sean, I'm
dad
glad
was a
you get
mill
that.
worker. Okay, Pittsburgh, everyone's mill workers. They're dirty, whatever. It makes sense, doesn't it?
And it doubles as a bidet.
It's a mud room.
Doubles as a
It's
bidet.
room.
Hold on, we have our favorite Wookiee. Hold on. You need to know I'm putting my 2-year-old down, listening to the tech bar with my Bluetooth earbuds in. I'm reading Dr. Seuss, and here he took a dump. Took a dump on my tongue.
And here's
I did it for
Go the
rhymes. I
fuck
did it
to
for fun.
sleep.
Hell took
That's
a
oh
dump
my
right
God.
on my tongue.
My nose won't stop running, by the way. Oh.
Sam, so Sam, if you want, we will read a bedtime story to your kid. It's called "Get the Fuck to Bed."
Yes,
By Tony
I
Francisco.
actually bought that for my grandson.
You
So
Tony read me.
Simon doesn't want to do it because Simon's too humble, but we do have an award for the having hell on your tongue. I guess we'll go with that.
Yep.
It's finally started to die down, thank God. We present this award to Simon. Congrats,
Thank
sir.
you guys.
Yay!
Does this come with a pay raise?
This comes with Saturday and Sunday off if I don't ping you on Teams.
Talk to you Saturday, Simon.
Okay, I need a new
There
pair
you
of
go.
lips though, because my lips are fucking still burning.
Your
Jesus
lips will
Christ.
burn a little longer than your tongue.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're in Miami. Those are cheap.
Walk into a random restaurant, just grab ranch dressing and throw it on your face.
So, Tony, you'll appreciate this. So, Nikki, was this week our first time meeting in person?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I guess because we've talked so
This
much,
entire
it didn't
time
dawn
you've
on
never
me.
actually physically met.
I feel like I know.
Well, yeah,
you.
they came down for IT Expo, and obviously I saw Nikki and saw Sean. I've seen 1,000 times, but I saw Nikki, and it didn't. Michelle asked me, "Is this the first time you see her in person?" And I had to think about it. I was like, "No, that can't be true." I've been talking to Nikki for over a year. Like that? No fucking way. So that was pretty awesome. Anyway, so there was a point. Yeah, this was. We had a little dinner Thursday night or Friday night. And this is only part of the crew, but we had people come in, and it was actually nice. It was a good time.
Oh.
It was a really good time. It was a really
You don't
good
want to
time.
be like one.
I see the beginning of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu match right there. That's all I see.
So
Simon's-
Juan, so Tom Selleck here. Okay, Juan. He's 19 years old. He's the one that does all our graphics, right? He does all the literally all of our graphics, all of our swag.
Nice.
And I thank you to Dan Tomaszewski this morning for saying we have the best swag on the internet. Appreciate you. But Juan is the
Absolutely.
one that does all of this, right? And he is everything I say about this generation does not apply to him.
No.
He knows every song, going back 20, 30, 50 years. He knows all the movies. His idol is Tom Selleck, if you can't tell. He tells you that. Juan is phenomenal. So he comes and he's wearing this with a straight face, and he's got the chain, and he's got the
Dude,
the shirt.
awesome.
And so we take a picture, and Sean's like, "Yeah, you got to show the chest hair." And then this happened. There were many drinks.
Well, that was yeah, but there's a story. Well, so when we were at the conference, there was somebody that walked up to the booth and like, I said, this is Juan. And they thought he was like a 35-year-old, 40-year-old man. And I was like, no, he's 19. And I said, can you guess who his idol is? And they're like, I don't know. And he's like, I was like, it's Tom Selleck. And they're like, no way. I was like, and he didn't even hear the conversation. Like, Juan, he's like, Tom Selleck. I'm like, and then the guy goes, and he had his t-shirt on around his neck. So he goes, well, you look like you could probably with that mustache, but do you have the chest hair? And the dude pulled his shirt down. And so Juan's like, yeah, look at this. And it's like all this chest hair going on in front of me. It was a
Actually,
very,
you know what makes Juan so awesome is because he said actually his idol was his father, and he pulled up pictures. He was talking about his mom and his dad, how awesome they are.
Mhm.
Pulled up a picture of them in the 80s, and he's like, my mom was a model. She was gorgeous, this, that. And he loves his parents, and he's kind of influenced.
That's amazing.
by them.
right.
Yeah, no, and like I said, Juan knows. He did our tour shirt. Simon will put a picture of it. We did a tour shirt, and it's a Grateful Dead classic tour shirt. And this was all Juan's idea. These were all his things. And so his parents raised him, right? Knowing all the classics and all the good shit.
Right.
This is all Juan. We can't take any fucking credit. I couldn't draw a stick figure. You've seen me play charades. I can't do that shit.
Hey, cheers to Juan. And
Amen.
my son, if he's still alive.
That shit's unprecedented.
That's great.
So talking about our tour
That's the
shirt,
new norm right there.
this is actually up on our shop.yt.co. You guys can get it. And we actually, since the whole team was down here for IT Expo, we actually recorded a video to promote the shirt. So let me go ahead and pull it up. Give me 1 second.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
That's so stupid.
That's more than awesome.
That's so stupid.
Those are
I
some
think I
good
need to grow my
times.
hair out. I'm just saying. I mean,
That
that
was
dude,
before
I don't know
I
who
cut
that
my
dude
hair.
was, but that dude had phenomenal eyebrows. I'm just saying.
Ew.
Look at you. That's just, but look at that. That's a mean guitar face. You see that?
That is.
I was ripping
That
some
is
chords.
now you know that's bullshit because Simon is not that tall.
He had those platform shoes were in style back
Exactly.
then, right?
But when you're doing the overbite and you're just looking at that camera and you're
ripping
it.
that shit. That's what I was doing. I was in the moment, you know. And I was all excited because Simon was standing on the yellow page books, and like I was so happy for him because he's standing right on those yellow pages. He can see everything. It's a very exciting time.
And talking about long hair and young days, we actually have a picture of Tom.
Oh,
Wow.
that was
That's
before
not even
we were.
photoshopped. How about that?
That was before me.
I mean,
That's that's a
Wait,
lot
is
of
that-
hair, man.
is that Tom or Jason Slagle?
Actually, we don't know who were better. What do you guys think?
Well, Tom clearly has a bottle of hot sauce in his hand, so you can see that.
So
And
I'm
Jason's mad he
assuming
doesn't
hair
have it.
went from brown to white from the hot sauce. Is that what happened, or
Kid.
brown to gray?
We still got the same hair. Same hair here.
Oh, well, yeah, I still got the long hair, but
Just happened to change color a little bit.
it just changed a lot of color.
A lot of color. I just cut it yesterday. I took a couple inches off.
Mm-hmm.
My
Still got the
Yeah.
hair. It's a lot grayer.
my
Don't
first
take-
gray came in
don't
at
take
20
any off the
with the
top,
birth of
but
my
I
first
didn't
daughter.
listen.
Nikki took a couple inches off too for me. That was really nice of her. Just
Low
saying.
maintenance.
That's
Only on the hair. Only on the hair.
But Sean, you have a symmetrical head. You could shave your head and it looks good. Mine looks like if yogurt goes bad and it just stayed there. You know, it's like
I did mine once, and I looked like Jason Voorhees. It was not pretty. I'm just saying there were campers nearby that were in fear for their lives. I felt the need to go to Dick's and get some pox equipment. It was not pretty. I'm just
That's
telling
so funny.
you. Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
see it being Jason Voorhees, dude. I can actually
No,
visualize
it's
that.
just the amount of because my scalp is not smooth. I have
You got rid
I
of
have
the
enough
lumps?
speed bumps for like a school zone. Like I could keep the kids safe.
2 months.
And so
that's like mine. And it's like I have a unicorn up here. It's like it's
Yeah.
horrible.
some people have that route. And incidentally, my younger brother, his name is Sean, also has Sean's same haircut and also has a beautiful smooth top of his head.
He is a
And
beautiful
I'm
Screw
like,
him. Screw him.
yeah, screw
He is
him.
he's a beautiful man.
Why did I get, I'm just saying this.
I would
bullshit. I got the
totally,
freaking
I would
hills of
totally do
Florida.
aggressive yoga with him.
You know what? I got your aggressive yoga right here. Namaste.
Beautiful man.
So Tom, seriously,
Wow.
you need to get into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and exchange bodily
see me.
fluids with other men. It's
34% K.
Sweet.
Did I
Yeah.
about 34% K?
I thought you already were.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah,
There you go.
it'll fit right in.
I'm 30% of the way there.
Yeah, you'll fit right in. It's just no pun intended. It's a
Fit right in.
you don't really know someone until you fight them, and you start to understand how considerate someone is, and just frankly what an asshole someone is. And you become so close with these people, and everyone there,
How close
especially
do
the
you
girls.
get? Tony,
how
how
close?
close do you really get, Tony?
I know who's circumcised and who's not.
So, hey, Tony, is there like a most embarrassing story that ever happened? Like,
Yeah, let's be
so.
so we have rules in the gym, and these are rules that are applicable if you go to any Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is becoming more and more and more popular with the UFC and all the the other fun MMA components. But there are rules, and these rules to you are like they are so common in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Like, for example, you wear a gi, which is that looks like a robe, and looks like judo and karate wears gis and you throw.
It's what Al Ambassador wore when I was tossing beers at people. Yes.
Yes.
I know. Yes.
A rule would be after you roll and you're drenched in sweat, you lose anywhere between 4 and 11 pounds of water weight just in one training session. it's fascinating. It is fascinating. You cannot keep weight on if you go 3 or 4 days a week. You just can't. Doesn't matter how much you eat or what time you eat or what you eat. You cannot keep weight on.
That's like tonight's food we ate. I'm going to lose 4 or 5 pounds, maybe 20 pounds.
That is another yes. COVID diet is also a good alternative to this particular diet. So the point is that wash your gi after, and you think, what do you mean wash your gi? Wash your gi, as in, when you're done, don't put it in the back of your car and then come back and roll with it the next day or a few days. Another one would be, sounds weird.
Like you figure that'd be a normal one.
Wipe your butt. That is another. See, Cass is like
so basically preschool
Hygiene.
rules.
it is fascinating on hygiene. It is, and you're like, this is common. No, there's nothing common knowledge about this.
Well, I don't know, I guess, how much other people wipe their butt. So clearly you get personal with them. So this is not just circumcision, you know their hygiene habits. So
you know everything. And hey, I don't know. I'm just, because you're
is
90
this one of
minutes.
the rules, Tony? Is it your dick must stay in your pants?
No, that is actually completely optional, along with oil checks and other variety.
check the oil. Okay.
Unsportsmanlike, depending on your particular perspective. It's fascinating how well you get to know each other and what a tight knit community you become part of, because you put yourself in such jeopardizing and vulnerable positions. But at the same time, you're exposed to the peripheral component of humanity that you didn't realize is so present. And natural hygiene that is not natural to them, and not to get it philosophical, but it goes full circle back to, how we were all raised and what you think is normal. This actually just happened a couple months ago with my kids. That were sitting eating dinner, and they were like, "Dad, what are you thinking about?" And I said, "Just all the stuff that's normal." And they, "Huh?" And I said, "Just the things that are normal." So for example, when you go to a movie, and I said, we go to a movie and we order popcorn and drinks and stuff, and we watch the movie. The movie's ending. What do we do right when the movie's ending? And they said, we get up and leave. And I said, you just get up and leave? And they go, well, we grab all our stuff. And I said, what do you do with the stuff? And they said, put it in the garbage can. I go, and then what do we do? Well, we walk out to our car. When I was a kid, my parents said, no, just leave your stuff there. People will clean it in the movie theater. And that was normal to me. And I didn't learn that wasn't normal until later. And I was fascinated. I was like, oh yeah, like, how did I not figure this out? Because, I'm the guy that takes people's shopping carts when I'm walking up to, the grocery store. Oh, are you done with that? I'll take it up. I'm going that direction anyway. But what's normal, and that's everything from, to religion, politics, dietary habits, hygiene habits, putting your garbage away when you're done with it. So that goes back to that concept of how were they raised? Maybe that just wasn't normal to them. And so you have to delicately position the topic with them. Like, hey,
oh no, there's nothing delicate about.
So you're saying you tapped out because they didn't wipe their butt.
There's not one thing delicate about some dude's dingleberries on my face because he didn't wash.
It's so bad. Sometimes, like, I've gagged before. Like, I've physically gagged.
Yes, you know.
And I refuse to roll
every time. And I'm sorry, Aroldo. I apologize because this is your people. But my family, my sister was married. He passed away, but was married to Peruvians. And so when they would come to visit us in Miami, they would use the facilities. But in South America, the plumbing systems are not as robust as they are in the US. So it is very common to use the facilities and then leave the used toilet paper in the trash can versus flushing down the toilet. Yeah. That's a fun conversation to have when you're like, no, dude, put your shit in the toilet, flush it. You don't need to save it. That's an interesting conversation to have.
I am having the same issue right now. I have family over from Colombia, and I'm having the same issue, so I could relate to that so much.
How fun is that conversation? Hey, whose shit is this? You can flush it.
It is not fun.
You gotta hold it. Do you hold it up? Do you say, hey?
Well, just like it is right?
Who had corn?
Who ate in the bathroom, and you can smell it because the smell sits there, and it's like.
That's horrible.
That is a perfect point. It's not wrong to them. This is natural. Now, what becomes very, and I cannot stress the gravity of this, is there's two parts of everything that you say. It's the saying something that's delicate, which could be an apology. It could be something that's, hey, this is offensive, whatever it is, but also the receipt of it. And because if you apologize to someone and it's not received very well, you're probably not going to apologize again. That's just the way it works. And so you have to be sensitive to, hey, listen, I understand this is kind of maybe not in what you do normally, but you got to flush your shit down the toilet, like, and you got to put it in a way that's, of course, smooth and as frictionless as possible, and just forget it, move on and past that. But anyway, so those are the interesting.
I want to know. So Mike Bates, the amount of times my coach has to say your butt is not supposed to itch. If it does, wash your ass better. To grown men blows my mind. He's not saying what kind of sport or what kind of coach. He's just saying like this could be like Little League or something. I'm assuming Mike, one of your people, Tony.
No, Mike.
No. Mike, I would like to know what sport you're playing with sweaty ass.
Brazilian, yeah. We're talking about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Then maybe that's just office ass when you're sitting there for a long time and no.
And I want to be clear, we're not just talking about South America with the TP situation. We had it happen to somebody from China too, came to work with us, and very, very similar. We've had a lot of shit conversations in the office.
I know. I'm at another poop conversation. So my this is one of my very close friends.
Mike's one of your people, Tony. You're a fellow practitioner of BJ's.
One of my guys places is like a recruiter, but for a high end, for a pharmaceutical. And so he's in there, and they finally say, hey, and I'll call him Jason, we'll just call him Jason. And so Jason, they say, hey, Jason, can you come down to the office? And this is his largest client. And he's like, yeah, sure. So he comes down, drives down there.
Can we pause for 1 second? So Steve, can you write that Steven comment real quick? All sports make real man's ass sweet. Just make sure I'm reading that right.
Well, Steven, you need to join Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Clearly, you're already there. Like,
talk about the glass is half full. Like, he's like, I don't care. I don't know what you're talking about, Tony. Them not washing her ass makes her ass sweet. You're just looking at it all wrong. It's all our perspective. Just
see, look, I just want to say this: on your first week of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you'll just smooth. Just
spit on it.
Just say meow. Look over your shoulder like you have a secret.
And Drew doesn't disagree about ass is sweet. Amazing.
This conversation just made me hungry for wings.
Wow.
Would you like some dirty dicks in your mouth, Nikki? I mean,
I've lost. I don't even remember what we're talking about. But
I want to know if it'll show him how to put the toilet seat down. I've been trying to train him that for 12 years.
Who?
Put the toilet seat down? Oh, yeah. I do that.
He never puts the toilet seat down.
No.
It's more like a safety precaution, because that way when I wake up in the middle of the night and I have to sit down, I'm okay. I know I'll be safe.
That's because he has to sit down like 8 times a day.
I mean, because I'm tired. I do a lot of squats.
So let me tell you this right now.
I wanted to check before I go to the bathroom at night, but not only does he not put the toilet seat down, he doesn't shut the door.
So my 8-year-old doesn't either.
Wait. When we have friends over,
they're not coming in my bedroom.
Yes,
hey, listen, maybe he's proud of
something.
Maybe he's proud of something. If he's proud of something, does he stand like this? Like,
yeah. No. If he did, he would be the one cleaning the toilet, not me.
So he's like a Greek god statue.
Yeah.
I love that. Do you twist also? You're like,
look at me. Look. see, like
the last time I told him he needs to aim better, he's like, well, then I'll just pee in the shower.
Yeah, good. That's compromise.
I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess this is the wrong conversation on.
Hey, there's me.
That's okay. So for the people in the chat, can we get like a ruling on peeing in the shower? That's fine, right? Like, that's not a.
Hold on. There's peeing on the shower, and then there's aiming for the drain. If you're aiming for the drain,
no, don't sprinkler. Like, don't spray.
Because when you walk in the shower, you're like, who had asparagus in here? It shouldn't be like that.
Are you
asparagus? How does asparagus, no matter how much you eat, it still smells? Like one bite, it takes over your whole entire.
It's not even that. It's literally hours later. So you're like, you're going to bed. I got to go to the bathroom, and you're like, what's that smell? Oh, asparagus.
Yeah.
It's not even like a good smell.
Oh God,
how do we eat that shit?
They don't have White Castle, do they?
Probably not.
White Castle?
No, not White Castle. We have no. You guys do. Florida people do not.
Yes.
Oh no, wait, they just opened one, didn't they? And Tony in Orlando.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they opened a brand new one in Orlando, and it had like lines for days.
Okay.
Oh my
Eat
God.
White Castle, and then about 6 hours later, come talk to me about smells.
Yes.
So
Even though
we
it's like a
have-
snake
yes.
come on a piece of bread, but
Thank you.
The only
Truth-
thing,
truth with the words.
your bodily functions continue to smell the same as the food itself.
it's
Yes.
amazing, right?
We have Crystal Burger, which are these little
Mhm.
burger, like think Hawaiian rolls, but like they're little
Yep.
like that. And then it's basically just chopped onions, mustard,
Onions, yeah.
and a slice
Yeah,
of meat.
that's White Castle.
Exactly. So we have that, right? And now we have White Castle, but I've had Crystal Burger all my life.
You guys are just
and-
fancy with your Cristal.
Crystal-
You go to
Cristal
Cristal
burger,
to
yeah.
have some burgers.
so, and that I know what you're saying. Like you eat it, and then your ass is on fire. Talk about those anal taste buds. Like your ass is on fire, and the smell that comes out.
Can we talk
I
about
mean-
the anal taste buds for a second? So,
Yeah.
Can we?
I don't see why we wouldn't.
Can we move on?
It's other than it being the fuel of my nightmares. I just want some clarity here. So the burning sensation indicates that you have taste buds.
Yes.
By that logic, I have taste buds all over my body because when something burnt, like when I get a cut or something, like and I pour anything, I'm like then I'm gonna say, I've clearly
So to be
got taste
clear, you have.
buds.
So what you're saying is you have anal taste buds all over your body.
I have anus all over me. I am
That's
one
amazing.
big
Like,
anus.
do you like lather up with that anus?
You know,
Like anal butter? It's like is that? It's like,
this conversation, and
Now,
there goes
to be
my
honest
political
with you, though,
career.
If you pour like alcohol down there and it burns, you have a whole nother situation.
Well, actually, what the the induction of you remember? Oh, this is probably like 50. This is even longer. That was like 18, 20 years ago, where there was such a huge the discovery of alcohol induction, like through the anus, and they were doing shots through their butt.
Oh,
And
butt chugging.
well, yeah, and kids were dying.
Butt
Kids were
chugging.
dying.
the fact that you knew that off the top of your
How did-
head, butt chugging.
I've never heard
I
of
know, right?
Look up Steve-O's advertisement for Steve-O's hot sauce for your butt.
Well, that's what
You
started
be
it.
horrified.
That's what started it. 'Cause that was so long ago, and kids started dying in college, and they're like, doctors were getting online saying, "Please stop butt chugging." You know, you could kill it. You're exposing a large amount of alcohol to your system much faster, and you probably don't understand this.
Yes,
we
I
have to
don't
we have to
recommend
break
butt
in real
alcohol.
quick.
Oh,
I'm sorry for because we have some concerned people in the chat.
Is Simon
Simon-
dead?
I'm just ready to go to bed at this point, and I am not looking forward to go to the bathroom. So
Make sure you wash your ass. Make sure you wash your ass. before you
And your
do
anal
that.
taste buds will be so happy with you.
Your anal taste buds are going for round 3 on that one.
Oh, that's awesome. And poor Sam is trying to put his kid to sleep hearing about anal
Yes.
taste buds.
Sam's like laughing out loud. He's like, "God damn, I just woke my kid up again." Shit.
He's like, can we stop talking about it?
Daddy,
Why are you
please,
still
what's
listening,
going on?
Samuel? He's a masochist, apparently. It is a nasty conversation. This is probably the nastiest conversation we ever had on the show.
Well, can I just say one more thing? So
No.
there's a
No, I'm
TikTok.
here.
He's an ER doctor, and all he ever talks about are things that people put up their butt and they get stuck. And they show the X-rays, and
It's an
it
issue.
is fascinating.
It
what
is.
people put in their butts.
It's not. That's not fascinating. That's
light
scary.
bulbs, like everything. Like
Oh,
It is everything.
I suggest.
Okay,
finding
so
that.
here's where I go back to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I got one of the guys
Speaking of
was
anal,
pulling my gi.
Speaking of sticking stuff in your butt, back to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. My
He was
classes.
He was pulling my gi, and he had my legs, and he's pulling it. He's basically smashing my junk. And one of our guys that we train with, Dre, who's an EMT, is sitting 5 feet away, and he's cringing watching. He's like, "Ah!" And I said, "Don't worry, he's to the side. Everything's good." So we in practice, and I feel like maybe it hurt my pelvic bone or something. I get to the grocery store because I was going to pick up some stuff and come home. And the next thing you know, I'm limping in the grocery store. And then I say, something's wrong. I look down, I pull my pants down in one of the aisles, and it looked like a pomegranate. And I was like, clearly something is wrong. So I called my wife and I said, listen, I think you may have to drive me home. I'm going to try to check out. But it's getting bad really fast. And so she texts Nugget, the guy who did this to me. And I was like, "What?" And anyway, so
can we pause on
His
that?
name is Nugget.
Nugget, yeah,
Nugget was swollen.
he's like,
I mean-
and I'm not joking. He's like 5'2" and indestructible. Like he's my nemesis across the board. I don't stand a chance against the guy, and one of the nicest guys in the world. He's the EMT. I'm sorry, and Dre works at the hospital.
So you're saying he's sweet and sour? Nugget is sweet and sour.
He's horrible.
He's nice.
Sweet sour
evil.
nugget.
So
anyway,
Nugget fucked up your nuggets.
So yes, Nugget fucked up my nuggets. And so I get home and my phone rings and I'm trying to get out of my car and my phone rings and I look at Dre and I'm like, hey, what's up? And he goes, is your pee-pee swollen? And I was like, what is wrong with you? And he goes, no, seriously, like what's going on? So I describe it and he goes, oh, you may have testicular torsion, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, how often can I can't talk about this with anyone. This is weird. And he goes, this is the line that just, it changed my view. He goes, Tony, I see at least 2 filleted penises a week. You're not going to shock me.
Filleted? Like
I want you to just process what I just said there.
Filleted.
Filleted penises. And I'm like, what? And he goes, anything from a skateboard?
I'm like uncomfortable.
No, that was past uncomfortable.
This is
I'm like feeling this. Like, I don't know what's even worse. The fact that like you just told us about the filleted penis, or you talked about the testicular torso.
Torsion. Yeah.
Cass was like, yep, I thought so.
Like,
she's like, yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah.
I just
wait,
I have granted. I'm going to think of Tony.
I have 2 daughters. My 2 daughters are nurses, and we have a daughter that's an EMT.
Yeah.
So
Our kids are all medical.
That's
We hear this all the time, actually.
This is the first time. This is like an education for me. I'm really enjoying the sex ed class.
Oh yeah, well, I invite my daughter over for dinner, and she tells me about a forced catheterization. Let me tell you, that's an interesting story.
Blade.
Look at Ronald Rivera.
I say blade.
But there's no better there's no good answer of those 2 options. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, there's nobody who's looking like I'd rather be flayed than
sliced right down the middle, and it's usually from people running on something or jumping on and it goes right through and it cuts right down the middle. And he says it happens anything from mostly wire fences or metal fences, skateboards, happens all the time. So yeah,
I love. And poor Simon. So Simon takes great pains to make the show notes for the show with like what we're going to talk about when and all the stuff. Yeah. And nowhere in there is filleted penis and washing ass.
Anus wasn't in there either.
I'd also like to point out the knowing the percentage of people that have. Anyway.
And you got to appreciate Drew saying he's rarely been this turned off in his
He's like,
and in pain without really being in pain. I'm in pain. Like I feel this. Like
I don't know Drew, but I love him.
Yeah.
So,
Drew will be on next episode.
Can you physically get hurt from hot sauce? Like, can you do damage?
Yes.
To your.
Oh, sure.
So I want a story about that. Like what can happen?
Look at Simon. Look at Simon.
Yes, there's right there.
Right? Like, okay, I hope Tom and Cass.
Did you die? Well, no, but came close.
Okay, but like, I feel if anybody could answer this, Tom and Cass, like, you don't know what the line is until you try, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm never going there again. Like, like Disney in the summer. So like, what has been
talking about some swamp
what
ass.
are the worst after effects you guys have felt from hot sauce? The like,
well, the worst I've done, and this is because we were all trying to love, you get that competitive thing going in the office, and I want to outdo them. It's hard. And next thing you know, both of us are. I think I've only ever puked once, which you'll regret. So you never want to do that again, because if you think it's hot, when it's in your nose coming back, when you have a reversal of fortune and it just is like whoosh.
I did that. I did that.
Yeah.
When I was in Germany, my roommate, his family lived in Germany, had a farm, and their farm was peppers. All peppers. Peppers for eating, peppers for pepper spray, whatever, all different types. And so at that point, I was 26 years old in the Army. So of course we can do anything, right? We're just dumb as dumb. That face is exactly like, of course. So of course we're drinking and we're challenging. Good, eat that pepper. And his uncle was like, you're gonna regret this. And I'm like, I got it. And I throw it in. I'm good. I chew it. I'm like, holy hell. And it was a little shriveled up pepper. I don't know what it was. I still don't know. He was also speaking in German, which I don't speak German. And I think it meant, Sean, you're a moron. You're going to die. You're right.
Can we
Drew,
acknowledge
never ends
Drew?
well.
When I was in Germany, never ends well. That's like what happened was,
dude. Yeah, like, and I puked, and I felt that for like a day later.
Your nose is just raw, like it's never been raw before. I'd
have to trim my nose hairs for like 3 years. Like, they were gone. I could smell scorched earth daily. It was horrible. Like, it was the worst thing I've ever. Well, no, I'm lying, because I also went in the gas chamber, and they used they use pepper spray, like CS gas, which is from peppers, and they fill the room like a dungeon, and you have to suck it in and talk.
It still doesn't sound as bad as half the shit that Tony was talking about with his dick.
I agree.
Like, that was just a Wednesday,
and I consider Glenn a very good friend, and this comment concerns me because we have never crossed that line. We've talked about a lot. We
don't do Jiu-Jitsu together. So.
We don't do Jiu-Jitsu together, right? We don't do BJJs with each other. And so,
yeah, Glenn, how do you know? You want to? Now he's like, ask me how? Please tell me.
Yeah. And so I feel Glenn and I have crossed into a new level of our relationship.
I'm still trying to figure out what happened to Tony's balls.
Oh yeah, So
you never told me the ending of it. Sorry.
There's still two of them. That's all we're on.
I did not have to.
Are you Armstronging now, or like
are there balls still, or is it just ball?
It's just one mega ball. It's just in tight pants. It looks
like
amazing. Completely non-functional. There's no utilitarian value to it. No, I'm just kidding. It was
mono ball.
Yeah,
so
mono ball. I like that.
Yes. So it's only for T and submission moves.
Exactly. No penis at all. Just one ball. Just one nut.
The testicae.
It's like an Eastern European porn. There's a little nut coming out, just a bunch of ball hair.
It's like a nugget. One nugget.
A little twig on 2 acorns. No, it's just one big acorn. That's
it's like the Midnight Express movie from back in the day.
So everything was good, but I was limping. I was limping for a while, and I mean, there's so many just horrific stories that I have from injuries in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, from not wearing a cup and just, and you just go, well.
Angina.
I mean, I hate to take this away from anal taste spuds and testicular torsion, but we did promise to share everybody your podcast link, Cass.
I got to put it in there.
Do you have it, really?
Well, it's just
yes, I looked.
No, it's drunkenconfessions.com.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, drunkenconfessions.com.
It links it to the podcast that we have. We haven't updated it lately because we had to stop it. One of the people on our podcast passed away, so we stopped it. Well, we restarted it, but we're restarting it differently now. So we haven't done any new ones on there, but all of our old ones are on there. Yeah, it's just drunkenconfessions.com.
Oh, but drunken confessions,
not drunk.
That's awesome. It's like drunk history.
Yes. Except with us, we ask questions, and we have had people come on and be anonymous because they didn't want the people to know what their answers were to our questions and stuff.
I mean, if you can't tell, Tony will come on as himself. He don't care.
He'll talk about his ball.
Talk about testicles.
Like, what's the worst thing you did? I had something sphincter in my face.
So, Cass,
that's all while you're drunk? No, that was totally sober.
What's the most shocking drunken confession that you've had? Is there like one that was like stands out that's like, I can't believe that really happened? Or are they all
true life stories? Like when you read about, we've gone over the ones that you find on the internet, but true life stories, I would have to say the funniest was a friend of mine who didn't know that her husband's phone called 911 when they were having sex. And the police showed up at her door. And when she answered, the police wanted to come in. She's like, I'm really not dressed, because she ran down to answer the door. And they're like, well, we have to check on your husband to make sure he's okay.
Oh my!
They wouldn't take her word for it because of whatever they were saying during sex. They really thought her husband his penis was in mortal danger.
Well, so like Tony's pomegranate.
Yes.
Okay. That's awesome.
But they were afraid she was doing bodily harm to her husband.
Nice.
And it's a very tight-knit community that she lives in, so which made it even funnier.
I definitely want to watch now.
Well, if we accidentally call 911, nothing's going to happen. It's be like, no, she passed out. She passed out. Like, sir, why did she pass out? No,
Booze.
she's tired.
Booze. Yeah, because actually Nikki's referencing like one day we were drinking, and she's like, all our friends, and she's like, yeah, she's like, tonight you're mine. I'm like, all right. So she's like, I'm gonna go get ready, and I'm like seeing everybody out. So I get everybody out. I walk in the bedroom, and she's in the bed. I actually took a picture, and I'll share with you guys at some point.
Oh my Lord.
She in the bed, lifts. So the bed's lifted slightly. And literally she's sleeping, snoring, and the fitted sheet is over her head.
It was around my head.
It was around, sheet was around her. I was like, how's that even happen? Yeah. So like I took the picture.
Getting ready for him.
She was getting ready, snoring with a fitted sheet. It was the sexiest fitted sheet I've ever seen.
That's great.
Yeah, I have the picture. I will share it with you.
I can't believe you don't have it readily available.
I wasn't thinking this. I didn't know we were gonna talk about penis and anus and stuff. I wasn't prepared for this conversation. Yeah, it was like, and then so I took the picture, and I like her sister and brother-in-law had been there, and I sent the picture. I was like, "Yep, sexy time for us. Look what I got." Her brother was like, "You're a lucky guy."
No, but the best part is sleeping with the Amish sheet around my head. I have the mouth open like.
Oh yeah, done for.
Like it's great.
It's a sexy. I'm a lucky guy.
It happens.
So the link that Tony is sharing in chat is some dude grabbing his junk. I'm not sure we're gonna.
What?
I'm not sure we're gonna show that.
No, it's if you get knocked out in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, they bring you back.
No.
Who is the gentleman that knew what testicular torsion is?
That was Glenn.
If somebody's knocked out, because if we do rear naked chokes and a variety of other triangles, all these things and you pass out all the time, it's not uncommon to see somebody out for a little bit.
And they really are naked on the rear naked choke too. It's like
yes,
it's a rite of passage.
It's yes, and so that's when you go meow.
I hope I'm taller.
So I sent over a link. It's called the African Resuscitation, and it's a guy that gets knocked out cold. And would that change the rating of the show? Is that the?
It might. I'll put it in the comments. I just don't think I'm going to put it on the video.
Oh, you gotta go to 30 seconds. If
there are some large organizations that won't allow their people on our show. So.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They already won't, so it doesn't matter. We've already passed that. So I'm just saying.
But there are some other ones we're trying to, and we're going to go ahead and ask everybody in the audience, in the chat, please lobby on our behalf. We're trying to do Tech Bar now that conferences are a thing. We're trying to do them at the actual conferences as live.
Why can't you? That'd be magical.
Well, we're trying to get them
everything ready to go.
We want them to make us part of their like after party stuff.
Do you remember? Do you remember? And I'm going old school back for the people that have been around in technology for a while. Do you remember dig.com, DIGG?
Yeah, of course.
And so Kevin Rose ran it.
Yep.
So Kevin would do the dig events, or I'm sorry, the dig events at these big tech shows, and it was huge. It got so big that they had to do it separate because it was like, hey, everyone's going there for that. What an ideal way to stimulate their existing show with an audience that maybe they don't have direct contact with, or it's outside of their ecosystem or their direct touch. It'll be directly associated with. There's no cost to them. I'm going to make an assumption. I'm assuming that's a huge value add.
No,
I mean, this whole thing is, to have a conference, the fun after the conference. I mean, we've seen the Reddit meetups, we've seen the MSP Geek meetups, we've seen all the others. This is the Tech Bar. So so if you have your favorite vendor and they're doing shows, and Simon will put the shows we're coming to somewhere. We have like 14 shows we're doing this year. But it's definitely, actually, we got to give credit because Kaseya has expressed interest. So we got to give them credit where credit's due.
And ASCII.
So we got,
ASCII already, Jerry from ASCII already said that he wants us to do their ASCII Cup one, which is his biggest event of the year. And which
I don't know if you know or not, but if you live in Pittsburgh and it's the winter, you may not. It may be difficult to fly or whatever. That was Sean's big complaint. Yeah, we're talking about like going to ASCII, and I'm like, yeah, we'll go. And he's like, it's December. I don't know if I'll be able to make it out of Pittsburgh.
I just said no. That's not even how that went.
It's not the tundra. It's Pittsburgh. It's
not even how I'm not even arguing it. Fine.
I said it. I know the steps. With that, why don't we? Tom, Cass, you guys are beautiful people. You're awesome. Thank you so much for. Wow, that was weird. Thank you
That's
so
the best
much.
you look all night.
And we're done. Good night.
And he's
And
out.
we're done. And see, no,
This is like that's actually what we should have used on the Lisa episode when you started stripping. We should have done the no signal.
You know what that is? That signal is the exact signal that Simon's tongue sent to his brain. Sorry, I'm not receiving any signal. Your tongue.
What tongue? What tongue?
so
Every
yeah,
time
I,
it was
I
like
have
that.
most of my office is automated. So like, you know, I have stuff like, as you can imagine, on timers. So yeah, that was fun.
So any parting words? How about that?
Yeah. Tom, Cass, any parting words?
No, I'm unprepared for such things. Go out there, have fun, raise the bar, give back to the community. All the things I said in the beginning. I didn't have anything more articulate than I thought. You put me on the spot, and I didn't know. Eat hot sauce; it's good for you.
Oh,
It's good for your anus.
Good for your anus.
Right?
Don't get your penis filleted.
you're taking all my talk points, Tom.
Tony, brother, thank you for coming on, being our
Thank you so
guest
much for having me.
judge, and veering the conversation off to testicular torsion and sweaty butt cheeks,
Circumcision,
circumcision.
Butt wiping.
Yeah,
hygiene
I mean-
in general. Thank you so much for having me. Seriously. Hey, you guys, I'm going to jump and let you guys close it out because you guys are the main people and I was honored to be here. So
appreciate you,
you
brother.
guys, you're all excellent humans. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tom.
Talk to you later. And
no,
hey,
Glenn, I did not drop another monitor. Thank you.
Simon, I'm proud of you, brother. Oh boy, I'm proud of you, son.
Thank you.
Simon. I'm proud of you, son.
I tried.
Now go the fuck to bed.
Give us a little pillow talk, Tony.
I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, everyone.
All right, Simon, what do we got coming up, dude? What's coming up here, man?
A trip to the bathroom. That's what's up next. Not really. Okay, so we do have some upcoming events coming back up. Next week, we have a partner first webinar with Miles Walker of Graphis. It'll be phishing. Is your business ready for the next big attack? So make sure to tune in on that. Then we have the Tech Bar featuring Drew Hackworth of Polaris Technology. We saw him in the chat, so make sure to tune in for that. And then we're going to be at the ASCII Small Business IT Success Summit in Chicago. That'll be on July 21st and the 22nd. So come visit our booth so you can get some awesome swag and talk to El Ambassadoro. And then on July 29th, this is actually the special event that we were trying not to spoil, but we're going to be doing a Jurassic SOC, a cybersecurity adventure that'll be with Ninja RMM, with Lifecycle Insights, with CNWR, with Huntress. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then on August 5th, we actually have our Tech Bar podcast anniversary special. It's going to be a year. It's been a year already, which is crazy.
I can't imagine doing this for a year. This is ridiculous. I know I can speak for myself when I say I did not expect this to go for a year.
I thought we were done the first night.
That first 6 hour. I will say I agree with Geraldo. Simon is by and large the MVP of this week's show. If you follow Tom's Twitter, he put out a picture of John Hammond saying spare no expense except for IT. That's where we were laughing because if you watched the Star Wars event where we did Rogue One, that was fun. This is going to be Jurassic SOC, Simon, not Jurassic SOC.
SOC. It's an acronym.
Yeah, you know me. And what does it stand for, Sean? So we're going to be doing Jurassic SOC, a cybersecurity story or whatever that said it was. That's going to be another fun one. Maybe Sean will die. We don't know. It happens. I did get promoted last time. I did get promoted last time. So thank you, Peter, for coming by. Sean, Nikki, anything you guys want to say before we go?
Your birthday girl.
My address is.
Happy birthday to Nikki.
Thank you.
I'll say
Happy
that.
birthday, Nikki.
Thank you.
Happy 27 and a half. yeah, thank you everybody for listening to us say dumb stuff for a year, being part of the show, adding color commentary when we couldn't do it. Yeah, glad we're all friends here. And be careful of your junk. That's all.
I think my takeaway for tonight's show is wash your ass if you're gonna roll around with other dudes on the ground. And thank you everybody. Make sure we'll be back in 3 weeks, July 15th, I believe, for 2 weeks. That's where the math adds up to. Watch Sean's next hilarious outfit. We appreciate you. Until next time, OIT fam. Take care.
Peace out.